last session, you guys find yourselves on level 7 of Undermountain, Madgoth's Castle. You'd made your way down from level 6, and you'd found yourself in this subterranean cavern with some small corridors and large tunnels, and a massive pit in the center of this cavern, in which you'd encountered some stone giants, a family of them. You guys got off to a bit of a rough start, and you'd met Speliosa, the mother stone giant, who told you that she believes that you guys have been sort of playing tricks on the stone giants, and she wasn't too happy about it. She was happy enough to sort of negotiate with you guys once like her son was in danger. However, you were pretty much abruptly told to leave the cavern or get squashed. So you guys did, and you headed back down into this massive pit in the middle of the cavern, which you'd located this mithril spindle with a tiny little castle at the top of it. You guys were able to fly up to the castle and gain access to the front door, and you discovered that when you approach this castle, in fact, you have either shrunk down to 1/12 your size, or the castle has expanded to about 12 times bigger than you guys are, because it's a full-size castle. Upon heading into the castle, you'd soon learn that it belongs to this wizard named Madgoth, and you'd also met this homunculus, this sort of furry, sort of not really furry. It's very unique looking, I don't know really how to describe it. Looks like some sort of winged ferret with no fur and a vaguely humanoid face. Anyway, it sort of signaled to you guys, not being able to speak, but it did signal to you guys that it didn't really like the fairy dragon that had been playing tricks on the stone giants, and sort of bid you all to destroy the fairy dragon. So you guys seem to sort of want to help out the homunculus, and you've just been making your way through the castle to try and search for the fairy dragon. We ended the session with you all heading into this library with a number of ledgers, vellums and scrolls, and documentation, records about many intelligent wizards across Faerun and other worlds, with dossiers on several promising ones. And some, like half of these scrolls in this library have just sort of crumbled to dust, but some of them are intact, and scrawled on most of them next to a name, there is sort of like the status of that wizard: deceased, alive, lich. And you found this one dusty book, a note I should say, in one of the dossiers with the name Madgoth, and next to it is the word lich, and that's where we ended the session.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Yeah.
As you guys make that startling discovery, you do notice there is a door set in the southern wall as well of this record room. All of a sudden, Dag, you hear a noise, a bit of a thump from behind you to the north. You look over, and you see Nox and Brew have collapsed to the ground, unconscious.
Oh!
What's happened?
What?
Oh,
What?
all right. Well, that's not good.
Scamp, you can hear this like faintest sort of fluttering sound trailing away from the north as you sort of exit out into the hallway here. Dagger, you heard absolutely nothing. You didn't see anything. You've got no signs as to why Nox and Brew suddenly collapsed. They're still breathing, but when you shake them or try to wake them up, they're just in a deep slumber. They're not snapping out of it.
Did the fluttering sound like the fairy dragon wings?
It could be. It does. It did sound very similar. And actually, so Scamp and Roland, you guys are still poisoned as well. I forgot to mention.
I can't even remember where we got poisoned.
The amphoras that got broken in the main entrance lobby
Oh,
when the
when we
unseen
first
servant
got
started smashing these poison vials on the ground. So yeah, Scamp,
I remember that.
your hearing is not as good as what it usually is because you're poisoned. Your passive perception's actually reduced by 5. So yeah, you're having trouble sort of like it could have even been the wind. You can't be certain that you actually heard something.
I will
Gotcha.
do this.
Well, we can't just leave them in the middle of the hallway right now. Let's drag them into a room.
Yeah, let's drag him to that one room with the bed. Except there's a body there. So, I don't know.
The bed
Maybe
with the
let's just
burnt
drag them into the costume
corpse.
room.
I think maybe costume room. The bed looked a bit scorched.
I'll take some of the costumes down and make like a like a nest sort of. All right, roll them into that. I think.
I'll probably handle Brew since I have my furball carrying capacity increase.
All right, this
I was
would be a
gonna say-
perfect opportunity to also just dress them in some ridiculous costumes.
Oh, that would be perfect. Roland will start looking for the perfect costume for both.
I can get Brew real close now.
Then, I guess.
All right, you find a nice pink dress
I'd
for Brew.
Is there a top hat to go with the dress?
Yep, there is a top hat there and a fancy cane, and then there's like some dark pigments that you can sort of draw over Nox's face to make him look like real emo or something.
Ooh, that'd be good.
This is great.
Draw a mustache.
Just draw a big mustachio.
As you guys are doing this, suddenly Pavel, you feel someone tap you on the shoulder.
I'll look at behind me, I guess, reactively.
You spin around to take a look at who tapped your shoulder, and Scamp's just standing there.
What? I'd look in front of me to see if I see Scamp.
Yeah, Scamp's there. Just
So I look in front of me, and there's Scamp. And I look behind me, there's a Scamp.
no, it's just Scamp's there. Like you were tapped on the shoulder, you spin around, and you see Scamp standing there.
What the? Okay. I don't know why I feel I'm not moving at all, but okay. Does anyone else feel a weird sense of, I don't know, like something weird's going on?
It's just like, if someone's playing a trick on you, they tap you on the shoulder and try to make it like someone else tapped you on the shoulder. Yeah, when you sort of spin around as you're like, going through the costumes and whatnot. Like someone's tapped you on the shoulder when you spin around and the Scamp is standing there.
Does my dagger show anybody else in the room?
The blind sight, it would, it would detect a creature within your passive perception. But if there's someone here, then you're not detecting them. And Pavel, do you ask Scamp if she tapped you on the shoulder, or you just give her a blank stare? Or
I'd probably, now that I understand the situation more, out of character, I'm like, yeah, like Scamp, why do you keep touching me? Why do you keep tapping me on the shoulder?
I'm not. I was putting a top hat on Brew there. I think it goes well with the dress.
Well, I mean, it's been happening like constantly. You're the only person near me. I mean,
It just happened once.
well, Paul.
It didn't happen constantly.
Oh, okay.
Just like a single tap on the shoulder and then been around, the only scamp standing there.
All right, then I'll just tell her like if she did it, and if not, then I'm just like, huh, weird.
All right. Well, hopefully we can find some way to wake them up later. Might as well continue looking, though.
This is a pretty safe place, I think. Yeah, everything will be alright.
I'm sure.
Shall I check this room right over here?
Yes, I think that might not be a bad idea.
Cool. I'll open the door.
The handle is locked.
I see. Dagger, can you unlock this for me, please?
I will certainly try, but you didn't see my roll Sunday.
I did not.
Taking a look at the door, there's just a very small stained glass pane set into it. If you try to look through it to see what's on the other side, whatever is on the other side is like far too blurred. Like you just see like a colored distorted sort of image beyond of the room. Alright, it's a pretty easy lock to pick, Dagger. The lock is just sort of set into the handle itself. And as soon as you get that final tumbler, you hear a click as the door opens. And then you just see this glyph just light up on the stained glass pane. And then it just explodes.
The first door
Damn
we
it.
don't check for traps.
It just lets out this very loud sort of sonic boom. And it just destroys all of the nearby books. It knocks the shelves over. It blows out all the glass in the door and just rips the door off its hinges. Everybody in that area make a dexterity saving throw. Thunder damage as well.
I rolled a freaking 1.
God damn it.
I have disadvantage because of the poison? Maybe?
I think
Yeah.
that's only on ability.
Yeah, 2 levels for saving throws. 1 level's only ability checks. Alright, yeah, it's a very sudden and violent eruption of thunderous energy. And Roland, you take 19 thunder damage. Dagger, your eyes sort of widen as you realize the glyph's about to explode. You do your best to sort of tumble out of the way, and you take 19 thunder damage with your evasion. Scamp and Pavel, you guys also brace yourselves and take 19 thunder damage each. And some of the floorboards are sort of cracked. There's just fragments of paper sort of slowly raining down on you like confetti. And beyond the door, there is nothing. It's just an empty room.
Son of a gun! Damn it!
Well, that's
Have to concentrate.
this is disappointing.
Hey, it wasn't me that caused the destruction of the books.
As you're saying that, Scamp, suddenly you just feel a tap, tap, tap on your shoulder.
Look behind me.
Spin around and there's no one there.
I'm gonna look around this room, see if there's
Yeah.
like kind of go along the edge of the wall, see if there's anything. Especially,
I will
well,
do
I
the
don't
same.
know.
You
I guess
can-
there wouldn't be any secret doors probably, but I'll try. and
You
look.
can make a perception check. Your vision's sort of blurred, Roland.
Oh yeah, it's
So you're
bad.
at disadvantage. And yeah, you guys take a look around. Your ears are still ringing from that explosion and everything's a little bit sort of wonky. But you just see the same stone walls here that look just like every other wall that you've seen in the castle. Nothing stands out.
Well,
Nothing
bad
here.
luck that this is empty, I suppose.
I do think we're probably being followed by, well, my guess would be the dragon, since fairy dragons like to play jokes on people.
If it is the
I
fairy
have also
dragon,
felt a tap on my shoulder.
he's being very stealthy. Must be invisible. And, yeah, he's not portraying his presence at all.
Might be more of those unseen servants, too.
That is possible.
Oh, well, I guess there's... Ah, there is a door down here.
Just touching.
There are some more fancy chairs here with ottomans lining a very nice hallway. These lavish purple rugs also lead off to various doors. You head off to the east here, and it's just an adamantine door, just like the rest, sent to the stone wall on hinges.
I'm
Oh,
checking
just
for traps.
Check the door.
Yeah, you can make a perception check, Pavel. You take a
My
look.
health
Yeah.
aura didn't update when I took health away.
Well, let me fix up the API. Must be down. It's your hit points is showing, right? So when it updates, it'll kick in. Sorry, what was that, Dagger?
So my health bar updated, my color didn't.
Yeah, because the scripts are down. I'm gonna reset them. Pavel, you only notice one thing in this door. It's not a trap per se, but it is a small coin, copper coin wedged into the door frame.
Oh, it's one of those things again, like the first floor. I'll remove it first, I guess, rather than open the door and then let it.
Okay, you take it out. It's wedged in pretty good, but it comes straight out, and then you pull the door open, and it looks like a guest room. There is some lavish furnishings here, and a small table next to a cushioned divan in the middle of the room. It features a brass hookah with various pipes sticking out of it, a large cone piece in the top, and some beds positioned here against the northern wall. There's a chest at the foot of each bed, a stone chest with a pyramidal lid. And there's a bit of decor as well, something a little bit ominous. Just hanging on the wall between the beds. There's a 7-foot diameter sandstone disc carved with the Medusa's glaring visage.
That's scary.
A little strange.
What is this thing?
It's a hookah.
Yeah,
Hookah.
you can smoke some flavored tobacco
You know,
or whatever it is.
Roland would look in it. I mean, is there anything in it, or is it just empty?
It's empty. It's clean.
Can I like grab a bed, like a blanket from whatever this bed is, and try like to tape it over this? Well, no. How would I do this? Yeah, I can. Well, no, I don't have any pits on, so. Never mind. I don't like the way it's looking at us, and it is pretty menacing, but yeah.
Okay, so these chests, is there anything going on, or are they chests at the?
They look
in the
like
beds
just
here?
foot lockers. Yeah, they've got pretty fancy looking lids. They don't sport locks.
I'll open the one at the edge of this bed.
Okay. And it has like a pyramidal lid. It looks like a little bit sort of maybe there's a bit of like an amnium theme going on here. You open it up and there's nothing inside. The bed's also like neatly made. Doesn't look like anyone stayed in here recently. Like it could be ready for any potential guests though. You just put your clothes in there and whatnot.
It is a strange place to put artwork like this, though. If it's a guest room. You'd want to make your guests feel welcome, right? But that's not very welcoming.
I
It's
mean,
scary.
if the place belongs to a lich, then maybe he thinks it's welcoming.
Ah, yes, I suppose so. That might be the case.
Remember, we don't have to kill the lich now. We're back to drow.
Well, there's no harm in... Well... Seeing... The lich might not even be here. I mean, considering we've been just running roughshod through this place and he hasn't come and accosted us yet. Is the hookah small enough to where I could, like, put it in my bag of holding?
Yeah, it could fit in there.
I'm taking it.
Okay.
Nice.
Made of brass. Brass hookah.
Roland used to partake of this all the time back in the troop. Brings him back to his troop days.
I grew up in one.
But what were you smoking in it, Roland?
Not tobacco.
What's
Not
Nox
Nox?
doing here?
Bizarrely, as you guys come out into this hallway, Nox is propped up on this comfy chair with his legs up on the ottoman. His head just sort of dangled back, and he's got these like dark tinted spectacles over his eyes. His arms are just sort of limp over the sides of the overstuffed chair.
Well, that's interesting. Honestly, I didn't think that the fairy dragon would be large enough to carry him.
Same.
I don't.
Not. I will rip his wings off of him painfully and slowly.
Well, the fairy dragon's tiny. I don't think
Unless
it
he
could
can
carry
cast some sort of
Nox.
spell.
Or maybe we're just small and now that thing's huge.
Oh shit. I did not think about that. That...
Well, I mean, surely if this place made us small, it would have made it small too.
Well, it didn't make the homunculus. The homunculus is usually squirrel-sized, I would say. But that thing was as big as a bear.
You know what? Actually, that does. You're right.
So the fairy dragon here, might be about the same size as, oh, I don't know, an adult dragon, like a regular
Ooh.
dragon.
Ugh.
I don't think I like the sound of that.
Should we leave him here or should we put him back?
Well, I think he's fine there. Hopefully this thing just likes to play tricks.
Well, that thing is gonna get some sort of lesson for messing with us and messing with the giants.
I totally agree.
I'll check this door for traps.
Yep, you can make a perception check. It looks
I
just
see,
like
it is a
every
door.
other door.
It is a door. This is a good door. I'll open the door.
Opening the door, you see a platinum coin roll out, sort of roll into your boot, Pavel.
Ah, big money.
I'll fish the platinum out of my boot and see if I can try and toss it over to Nox, unconscious body.
Okay, yeah, you just toss it over. You can make a dexterity check.
Just beat him in the head with it.
It just hits him in the head and bounces on the ground.
Oh. Okay, well,
Oh.
hopefully he'll find it.
You smudged his mustache. I'll reapply the mustache.
Alright, then looking in the room,
What?
You broke up a bit there, Dagger.
So if I'm not going to allow the fairy dragon to hurt him, I'm not going to allow you to hurt him either.
So
Oh, we didn't mean to.
I mean that is 10 gold pieces. So someone throw that in their inventory. Well, I got it. So I'm looking into this room. In the middle of the room, bolted onto the floor, there is a console made of iron. It resembles a pedestal with a slanted top that faces you. Protruding from the console, there are 3 brass levers arranged side by side, with the outer levers in the up position. The middle one is in the down position. To the right of the levers, on the wall, there are also, sorry, not on the wall, but just on the actual console, there are 5 brass buttons also situated at the points of a gold pentagram. And there is an inscription appearing near each lever and each button.
Go in and check out the inscription.
Alright, levers or buttons first?
Let's look at the. There's only 3 levers, so let's look at the lever.
Okay, so it's all written in common. The leftmost
good.
lever reads courtyard. I'll post these in the chat.
Okay.
The middle lever reads light. The rightmost lever reads heat. Courtyard, light, and heat. Then the buttons are all labeled, all 5 of them. Button 1, we'll call them like 1 starting at the top of the pentagram, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5 working their way around clockwise.
Right.
So button 1 reads music. Button 2 reads roof. Button 3 reads fog. Button 4 reads lockdown. And button 5 reads do not press. I'll post all those.
Oh.
Why do they put those there? Okay.
I have a button if you're not supposed to press it.
I wonder if this is
See if
some
anybody
sort of
maybe.
control panel for this place.
I think it might be. I don't think we should press or move the heat lever, because if you'll recall, downstairs when I had detect magic going, the walls were evocation, and I don't want everything to turn into fire, which is what I'm afraid heat will do.
Fire!
But then, all right. There's one button that I want to press. You can probably guess which one it is. Would it
Yeah.
be okay if I press it, just to see what happens?
Yeah, I don't mind. I think anyone else doesn't either.
I kind of want to know what it does too.
Excellent, and I'll press it.
Alright, pushing it causes an explosion. And bolts of lightning just erupt from the console.
Uh-oh.
And
Gross.
everybody needs to make a dexterity save. And if you're wearing metal armor,
Damn.
you have disadvantage. It just shocks everyone in the room.
Well, okay.
Ouch.
Oh man, this is gonna hurt.
I think this is the perfect our group scenario.
God damn it.
Alright, nobody makes a saving throw, so everyone's hit for 48 points of lightning damage.
Oh god!
And yeah, it just explodes. It's like just it's worse than the eruption of thunder energy. Just shocks everyone, electrocuting everyone. Roland immediately
Roland
just he hits the ground, smoke trailing up off of him, and blood just sort of coming out of his elvish ears. And
Oh, that was awful.
Why would they
Maybe
make
it wasn't.
something like this?
Great. I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Alright, as soon as you see Roland hit the ground and everyone in danger, suddenly this green light rises up and these little sort of spectral leaves green spectral leaves start falling down everyone with this sort of healing wind washing around past everyone's wounds, healing them up.
What the fuck?
So, did that at least give off like a Tesla coil kind of zap so it sounded sort of musical? Or
Like a chain lightning, just bolts of lightning just zapping outwards.
well,
There's music playing in your ears though, just a constant ringing sound.
thank you
Oh,
for that, Scamp.
my saving grace is like take half damage from it. Oh,
If I have any more bright ideas like that, stop me.
I mean,
Ah.
I was curious too. I wanted to see
Why in the
what it did.
world would they make a button that says music, and it just shocks you? I don't like this place anymore.
I don't like this place either.
I'm not pulling any levers, pushing any buttons anymore. I'm done.
Alright, suddenly you hear a chuckle coming from behind you. And then, at the same time, as you step out into the hallway, Roland, you can hear this orchestral music punctuated with a singing chorus down the halls. Like the music worked.
Okay, so the music is just kind of filling the place now. Like it's not coming from any place in particular. It's just
filling the halls. It's a very nice sort of like Mozart-esque, it's just a classical tune, very calming. But then that giggle, it's just quite loud, and it's like sort of just over to your east, over in this direction. And then let me just check something here. In addition to that, and then the sound just the giggling vanishes, and you can't hear like any fluttering or any signs of a presence of any creature.
Damn, I would have shot in that direction.
And looking back at the console, Roland, you notice that there are two buttons to press. Button 5 and button 1.
the do not press button. So that little asshole pressed the other button while I pressed the music button. Okay. That makes more sense now, but still, why have a button that just shoots lightning at you? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I don't know.
Liches
can I
are so
try and-
strange.
Yeah, I think we're outside. Okay, can I try and shoot the do not press button?
Okay. All right. If you you actually shoot the button, you'll need to. What's the highest amount of damage you can put out with that pistol, Pavel?
15 damage.
All right, that's enough. Okay, you shoot the button, and it sort of just dents the button, and it hits it quite hard, but it doesn't like do anything. The button's still depressed.
That's fine. I just hated that button.
Tell it a joke. You can cheer it up.
Well,
Help
it's
you.
music now.
All right, you hear another. As you guys are sort of, getting the smoke off of you from being electrocuted, just rolling, you're fixing up your hair. You hear this like giggle again coming from the hallway to the east. But did you die?
I swear I'm going to kill that thing.
Can I like quickly just randomly shoot in the east hallway?
Yeah, you quickly point to where you hear the giggling, and you can make an attack roll at disadvantage and pick a particular location where you think the creature may be.
Deal.
Alright, you shoot off in that direction, but you just sort of hit the stone wall.
Mm. That's right, you damn thing, I'm aiming for you.
I'm not sure it's actually here. Maybe I think Dagger would see it if it was here.
It doesn't matter as long as it knows I'm coming out.
Blind
Gunning after
sight
it.
doesn't let you see invisible creatures. It's letting you like detect things, like pretty much like using the environment, like a blind person, would rely on sounds and whatnot. Like it doesn't like make invisible things visible to you. It's just like an extra, yeah. It's just like an extra sense, pretty much.
Daredevil ability.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, but if it was, making some noise, and it was within 30 feet of Dagger, she'd be able to like pinpoint its location. But whoever this trickster is, they're very quiet when they want to be. It's almost as if like the chuckle and the giggle was just like too much to contain. Alright, there's another door set into the west wall here.
Yep.
I'll check for traps.
I think I'm going to use a spell. I'm gonna cure wounds at second level. I'm hurt pretty bad here.
As you're healing yourself, you're at least hearing this this nice music just sort of ring through the halls, Roland.
Well, I'm glad I pressed that button.
It's playing Sugar Plum Fairy.
I'm gonna cure wounds on myself at first level.
And you can make a perception check, Pavel, if you want to search for traps.
Yeah.
You don't see anything remarkable about this door.
Cool. That's how I want to step back and I'll open it.
You pull it open and an electrum piece rolls out onto the ground, just rolls on by you and rolls under this chair.
Roll and we'll snag it.
Okay. One electrum piece. There's another guest room here, as you probably would have expected. Very comfortable looking bed. There's a handsome armoire. There is a 3-panel privacy screen. There is an empty chest with clawed feet open at the base of the bed. There's a fancy rug covering the floor. And the gate stone is starting to react because there is a stone gate set into the north wall. And the gate stone is glowing with the number 11, just almost ambient to the touch. The actual gate itself, it has a keystone, and it's just a hand clutching a lit torch. Carving of a hand clutching a lit torch.
What was the temperature of the gatestone? Sorry.
It's pretty much ambient, slightly warm to the touch. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything too much of interest here. So, a clean, stately guest room.
I'm gonna go up and like whisper to Roland, trying to keep my voice very, very low so that whatever is around us can't hear. The thing that's following us seems to like playing tricks. Maybe if we could get in like an enclosed area and you could tell some jokes or something, you could get it to laugh, and then Dagger could maybe pinpoint it.
Possible.
Maybe it would find jokes funny.
Alright. I'll have to think of some good ones.
Or slapstick humor.
That is probably more to its liking. It did enjoy seeing us all get roasted by lightning. Yeah, it is something to try though, Scamp. Not a bad, a good one in fact.
Alright, suddenly, Pavel, you feel a tap on your shoulder coming from behind you in this direction.
I'm not gonna look behind. I'm just gonna ignore it and just continue on.
Nox's hand just starts to elevate, and it rises up to about the size of his head, and then he starts like slapping himself in the face repeatedly.
Definitely slapstick. Damn it.
I'll try and
lowest
swipe
level
away.
comedy.
I'll try and swipe away like anything in his hands, like to see if I.
Alright, when you take a look closer, Pavel, you notice a spectral hand clinging onto Nox's hand. A mage hand.
Oh, okay.
Ah. Interesting.
And when you sort of see it, suddenly the mage hand just disappears.
Oh wait, I'm not the one seeing it. That's Pavel. So.
When it's pointed out, everyone's seeing it, like
Okay.
upon closer inspection.
Well, since I have that spell, I would know that you have to be within 30 feet of the hand to operate it.
Yeah.
So I would let people know that it's within 30 feet, and has line of sight on Nox.
I'll shoot somewhere around here.
Where? Sorry.
I'll shoot in this general direction. Maybe in that spot.
All right. Yep. You can make an attack roll at disadvantage, and you just like hit the overstuffed chair, putting a hole in it. Again, no sound, no tracks, no fluttering of wings, no chuckles, nothing.
I really dislike this fairy dragon.
Well, at least you know with that magic hand thing, it has to be at least 30 feet to know that it's grabbing or touching us. So we just gotta watch out.
I suppose everyone that's been getting tapped on the shoulder, it's been by a mage hand, more than likely.
I do believe so. You're right.
Alright, up ahead along this hallway, there's another door set into the western wall.
Alright, everyone, stand back. I'm gonna check it for traps.
Alright, you notice that the stained glass panel in this door, it has a M worked into the design. And you can make a perception check, Pavel.
M, probably from Magdoff.
You don't see any traps, but you can hear someone snoring on the other side of this door.
Okay, if I don't see any traps, I'm just gonna take out my flintlock chart. It's probably already out, and open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, Scamp, Roland, and Dagger, each of you make a wisdom saving throw. All of a sudden, actually, sorry, not all three of you. Just Dagger. Sorry, just Scamp, wisdom saving throw. As you're looking down the hallway at powerful Scamp, suddenly there's like this sweet scent that you inhale, and it sort of makes you feel a little bit lightheaded, and it sort of makes you, it's like laughing gas. You feel like a little sort of sudden rush of euphoria, but you quickly you feel it's starting to sort of charm you almost, but you just sort of shake your head and come back to reality.
Can I transform using wild shape into a giant bat?
You hear a chuckle at the a landing at the top of the stairs.
I'm tempted to throw a fireball, but I'm not going to.
I want to transform into a giant bat and see if echolocation can maybe catch this fucking thing.
Okay. You actually do hear this time, Scamp, some fluttering as well at the top of the stairs. Like,
I'll point up that way in case they didn't hear it, and like it's up there right as I transform.
okay. Giant bat. Is that in your list already? Let's take a look.
Yeah.
I think it's what we used to get up here.
Okay. Alright, so you transform, and then what do you do next, Scamp?
I'm gonna echolocation towards the landing.
You can make a perception check. You have advantage on hearing.
It would help to pull up the bats sheet. Perception is wisdom.
Alright, you could hear it in Scamp form, definitely. But in bat form, yeah, maybe it was the transformation. But yeah, you're not detecting anything.
I want to stealth up here and see if I can get a better idea of where it is.
Okay. You can make a stealth check. You head up to the top of the landing, and you're on like the next floor. Now
Black.
you're over here, and then everyone else, you're over here, and you'll have to probably find yourself again now, Dagger. You're sort of on the left side of the screen. As you arrive at the top of the stairs, Dagger, I'll just move you out one a little bit more. So you've come to the third floor here, and the architecture is like the same, but the halls, they are quite exquisite. The floor is made from tiny bits of colored glass and crushed gems. It's quite nice, actually. It's sort of glittering, very. It's like polished to a lustrous sheen, and all sorts of common gemstones and non-valuable bits of crystal have been sort of formed here to constitute the floor. And you can hear some sort of sound coming from around the corner here. It's like almost like a sloshing sound. And then you hear a door close from around the corner to your right. So sloshing sound is north. Door close is to the south. Coming around the corner here, the sound that sort of the classical music echoing throughout the halls, it starts to sort of dissipate, and you actually just see a bucket of soapy water hovering in the air, and a mop just sort of squelching into the bucket, and a mop just mopping these floors meticulously.
And I heard the door from the south, right?
Yeah. All right. As you move over here, you just notice a regular looking door. There's another room here. And it's just open ajar. The door's open, just ajar. As you take a look inside, like peering through the gap, you can see a room that looks like a laboratory. There are some tables, some alchemical equipment, some cabinets. It's also a bit sort of trashed, bits of broken glass and whatnot all over the floor. And while you're up there, Dagger, we'll just go over to the others. So, Scamp, Roland, and Pavel. Are you guys happy to just wait for Dagger to come back and report to you guys?
I was trying to open this door.
Yeah, Pavel was open. I was gonna see what's in the room with Pavel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just kind of flying in circles right here, doing like the echolocation clicks to try and like detect this stupid fucking thing.
All right. So yeah, the snoring's quite loud as you open the door, and it's a bedroom.
Okay.
The decor consists of some wood paneled walls, and they're decorated with 6 framed portraits. Each portrait depicts a fat smiling wizard clutching a wand. And there is this thick brown wall-to-wall carpet covering the entire floor. In the southwest corner of the room, there's 2 high-backed wooden thrones facing a very impressive looking dragon chess set. There is a large 4-poster bed standing against the west wall between these 2 crystal barred windows, and there is a very hefty looking figure sleeping under the covers, snoring very loudly. You can see the snoring lump sort of rise and shrink.
You're rolling. How much should I bet you that's brew?
Oh, you know what? It might be. And just for the hell of it, all right. I'll bet
Can
one
you-
of the coins that we found in one of these doors. I got an electrum
I'll
piece
bet-
here.
I only have gold, I think. I found a gold coin here.
All right. We'll go for gold. 1 gold piece.
Are you both betting
can
it's brew?
Can you use Mage Hand to remove
I'll
the-
take the other side of the bet. I want to see if I can sneak in and get a look at who's sleeping.
Wait, no, just use Mage Hand. Use Mage Hand. We don't have to get near it.
Oh yeah, I guess I could, but
If you want to sneak
maybe-
up and pull the blanket off, you can make a stealth check. If not, you
I'll-
could do it
I'll-
with a mage hand from where you're standing.
yeah, Pavel's got it. Yeah, Pavel's got the right idea. I'll just mage hand and carefully pull the covers back.
Alright, cast Mage Hand, and you grab onto the cover. And we'll be right back with you guys in a moment.
Okay.
Alright, Dagger. So we'll go back to you now. Yeah, it's a very lavish looking hallway, a very fine looking polished floor. It seems to be getting mopped by unseen servants, cleaned regularly. It's a similar layout to the previous floor, you know, hallways leading off to many different doors. And yeah, this door is just sort of ajar.
Let me leave that room. I'm gonna continue on down.
Okay, there's another mop. Actually, this one's a feather duster. You see a feather duster just hovering in the air, just sort of dusting some walls and whatnot. Moving on its own. Doors leading off into all different directions.
That's the door over here.
Yep.
I will come to this door first.
Okay. You're opening it
I
up.
will. First I will try to see traps.
You can make a perception check. And you actually just notice an electrum coin wedged into the door. But no traps.
Okay, I'll take the electrum coin.
Alright, take the coin out.
Bringing money. The old way, I'm working for it. I don't appreciate this.
There's another broom just sweeping the floor off to your east. From held by some invisible creature.
Okay, I'll open the door.
Alright, you open the door, Dagger. And at that time, you guys, Dagger, you hear the sound of some fighting going on from downstairs.
Oh,
You're gonna roll
damn.
initiative. Alright,
Downstairs.
Roland, Scamp, and Pavel. So down here, Roland's just, yeah. You actually see a throne with Brew sitting in it there, Dagger. I'll just describe that in a second. So, Roland,
no.
as you do pull back the cover with the mage hand, it's empty. There's no one in the bed.
Ha! You owe me a gold, Pavel.
Suddenly, all
Aw,
6
man.
wands in the portraits lining the walls, they animate and come to life. They detach from the walls, and all 6 of them point at you, Roland. And this sort of white glow starts to form at the tip of each wand, just getting ready to shoot something at you.
What have they gotten themselves into?
All right.
Oh man,
So
this is not.
presume that, like, I mean, technically you'd be surprised, Dagger, but presume that, like, when you're hearing this is like the round after, like, everyone has started fighting these wands, because this is happening like simultaneously. All right. So as you open the door, Dagger, you see what looks like a throne room. There is a tall throne made of iron, stained glass windows against the southern wall in an alcove facing the door. And the throne's clawed armrests and feet give it this really monstrous looking appearance. This looks like a throne for some foreboding figure. And there is a 15-foot diameter circular rug at the base of the throne with just a pattern that sort of resembles a large gaping mouth. And sitting in the throne, slumped over there with his head sort of kinked to the side, sleeping, is Brew. And then that's when you hear like the fighting going on downstairs. Some spells being flung and whatnot. Your allies sort of yelling out in combat.
Gunshot.
Did I move towards them? Could I move towards them?
You can, yeah, your turn. You're up first. You do you.
I'm not going to abandon them. 20, 30, 40. I have my bonus action dash. And 20, 30. And then I have my regular dash. 20, 30.
Alright, you come running back down the stairs to give aid to your allies.
And that's as far as I can go.
Okay. Alright, this wand, as it just animates from, like, seemingly from this painting, as I said, all 6 point at you, Roland. And it just shoots this magic missile.
Damn.
It's a single
Without
magic
shooting
missile.
stuff.
It's not 3. Just 1,
Okay.
but it hits you for 4 force damage.
Okay.
And this one just points and shoots at you as well. And hits you for 2 force damage.
Alrighty.
and then they just sort of hover up where they are, just in front of their respected paintings. Baffle.
I am sick and goddamn tired of this freaking place. I'm gonna, Pavel's gonna fish in his pocket for the spell focus, and he's gonna cast Shatter on this one right here, hitting those two right next to him.
Okay. Because they're like made of inorganic material, they're both going to have disadvantage on this.
All three.
I don't think you could get all three.
If I focus on this one,
Yeah, you're not going to. Actually, maybe you can. I always get confused with these 10-foot radius. I'll just grab a template just to double check. I do think you only get 2, but we'll check. Yeah, you can only going to be able to hit 2 of them because of the way they're spaced there, Pavel.
okay.
But this one, it just gets cracked and it is just broken into multiple pieces. The other one also is broken into multiple pieces. It destroys both of them. It also destroys multiple books, and torn pages just go sort of flying through the air. Just puts a sort of scratch mark on the rug as well, sort of frays the rug slightly.
Then I'm gonna use Action Surge, and I'm gonna shoot at this one right here. My pistol.
That hits. It tries to sort of whiz around and avoid the shot, but you do hit it and it just sort of cracks it. Sends it spinning, but it doesn't break it.
Shoot it again.
It misses you this time as it sort of shows its narrowest face to you, sort of pointing directly at you to make it a harder target to hit. You just end up hitting the wall.
Then as a bonus action, I'll shoot it again.
That hits. Alright, that bullet hits the wand and it sunders it, breaks it in two, and the two halves of the snapped wand just fall on the ground.
Well done, Pavel. Nice shooting.
Thanks for the compliment. Get back to combat. And then return.
Scamp.
How tall is the ceiling?
It's 10 feet high.
I have 60 feet of movement. Can I, as long as I'm flying anyway, could I get there?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and bite the wand right there.
Alright, as you come fluttering in, Scamp, you're still feeling the effects of the poison. And, yeah, it just
I forgot about that.
causes you to miss. Everything's sort of still a bit blurry, you're feeling like not 100%. This wand is going to just shoot Roland. Another magic missile shoots him before force damage. It just remains hovering in the air about 6-7 feet above the ground. This magic missile wand shoots Roland and it hits for 3 force damage. Stays where it is. Roland.
I've got nothing. Just to see if it helps. I don't know if it will. But I will, using my guitar, I will cast invisibility upon myself. I don't know if that's gonna help, but we'll see. And then we'll move to like the other side of the room where there are no wands. That's my turn.
Alright, even despite you being invisible, Roland,
Yep.
they still are able to target you, and it just points directly at you. Takes a shot.
It was a long shot, so. Oh man.
And it slams into you for 5 force damage. Alright, back over to Dagger. I'll just like count out your movement for you, Dagger, if you like, just to get to get you down there. 5, 10.
Would it be
35. You'll definitely need to use your bonus action to dash. So over here, that's you've used 35 movement now, and you've arrived at the bottom of the stairs. The combat's coming from around your corner to your right here.
40, 45.
Alright, you appear at the doorway and you see magic missiles are just shooting what sounds like Roland, sort of dancing around here.
Can I see a wand? Or can
From that area, let me just move the dynamic lighting slightly. You should be able to sort of just see. How about now?
okay, I can. I'm going to attack. I'm going to shoot that one.
Alright, being invisible is not going to give you advantage against this thing. So it'll be a regular attack.
9.
That hits. And it's a direct hit. The bolt hits it directly in the middle of the wand, sundering it into 2 halves. Climb it to the ground. Instantly destroyed.
Okay. Yeah.
Apple.
Seeing that that wand being split by crossbow, Pavel smiles, knowing his friend Dagger's nearby, and he's gonna shoot this one.
13 misses.
Shoot it again.
And another miss as it just dances from side to side to just start destroying books behind it on the bookshelf.
And I'll shoot it again, even though it's been 13.
And just smoke comes out of the pistol with that shot.
Damn.
Scamp.
I'm just gonna try and bite the wand again.
You try to latch onto it with your fangs, but it's just too quick, and it just sort of whizzes around and quickly elevates out of your reach.
I'll back up once just in case Pavel needs to like get around for some reason.
The wands, they just keep relentlessly shooting at Roland, and that one shoots you for 4 force damage.
Okay.
The magical dart just shoots on over, slams into you.
Alright, I want to check this door. If it's open, I want to open it.
Okay, yeah, it's not locked, and you pull it open. It's a very large closet. There's some robes hanging on the walls, some sets of shoes, some slippers, some racks, some sleeping gowns, a walk-in robe.
Alright. Walk in. And I'm going to... Yeah, I was waiting for that too. I'm going to walk in, and then I'll use my action to close the door behind me,
Okay.
and then just kind of get over in this corner. It's like, oh, please don't hit me anymore. Good lord. And that is my turn.
Alright, the flying wand just turns its attention towards Scamp now. And it shoots Scamp instead, hitting you for 2 force damage.
Damn, I was hoping it would just stop.
Dagger. You're muted, Dagger. That hits. Right, you just sort of chip it slightly. A bit of splintered wood flies out from the wooden wand. Havel.
First verse, second verse name is the first. Just gonna shoot the one that's already been attacked.
That hits.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, you line it up perfectly. The bullet slams into it and just breaks it. Falls onto the ground. Pieces.
And that one's next.
That's a hit.
2020.
Hey!
Isn't that supposed to be a +1 pistol?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna ask about that at the break. I could have swore we gave him the +1 pistol by now. So
I don't know what's going on.
I've already deducted the gold and the downtime for it. So
We just didn't roleplay giving it to Pavel.
yeah.
We were waiting for it, waiting for his New Year's present, New Year's gift.
Pavel would have cried. He loves guns. He's gonna shoot this one.
That hits. And another broken wand falls onto the ground. That's it.
Do I have a +1 pistol?
As things go quiet outside, I'll be like, oh, all right then. Well, oh, shoes. We'll start looking through the clothes and stuff in here. Anything nice?
Yeah, it's all quite nice. It looks like mainly like pajamas and stuff though, Roland. As well as a couple of wizard's robes, which don't seem like particularly special, but comfortable. And then there are just actual like bathrobes and whatnot too. Mainly just evening wear.
Oh, a lot of robes. Well, oh well. I'll open the door. Well, that was something.
Make a whole bunch of clicking noises.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't mind sitting down for a little bit of a rest.
Bat form nods.
Excellent.
I'm going back invisible.
I'll keep you guys safe here. Let me close the door.
And
that
by the way, Brew was upstairs.
Damn it! Well, doesn't matter.
Oh, so upstairs in the way that Nox was down here. Asleep
Yes.
Still,
Yes, he's on a throne.
well, he would like that, I think. Is he
Yeah,
still wearing
kind of.
the dress that we gave him?
Yeah. Top hat and all.
Excellent. Scamp, would you like to play? Would you like to play dragon chess?
I'll revert back to scamp form.
Oh, I was about to say I'm invisible. She's a giant bat. Let's do it.
This is the
It's gonna be
weirdest
the
thing
most
ever.
interesting game of dragon chess.
I'll
ever.
play chess with you. Two invisible people moving the.
That would be interesting.
All right. As you guys sit down here, everyone can take a short rest. Use hit dice if you will.
Remember Song of Rest.
Short rest. I remember what those are like.
And if somebody doesn't have 3 things attuned, they get attuned to Mad God's Helm. So
I have 3 things technically. I think it would probably be best for one of our melee people to do it though. So like either dagger or paddle.
I could unattune from my ring and attune
that would
to
take you.
the helmet.
It would take 2 short rests to do that though. It takes the short rest to unattune and then another short rest to attune to the. I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping us from doing that. Well, I mean, there probably is something that would stop us from doing that.
As you guys are resting, if you guys want to have a game of dragon chess, you can each first make a intelligence check, contested checks, whoever's playing.
Alright. Let me use a couple more hit die here. Good enough.
I need to.
Can I play winner?
You said just a straight intelligence check?
Yep.
Well, I guess it'd be disadvantage for Roland because he's poisoned still.
Oh, 17.
Damn.
Alright, you guys make your first moves. It's exactly like a regular chess set. And Roland's setting up for a win. And are you playing him, Dagger?
Yeah, I'm not doing too good.
Okay, Roland. you're just-
Roland is constantly talking the whole time. I call this one the rook maneuver. I'm like moving pieces around.
What else do we roll for our hit points? Is it a D6?
That's a D8.
D8.
Alright, yeah, the game's looking pretty even at the moment, but Roland's got it all planned out for the win. And now both of you can make deception checks.
Okay. I want to see hers first. Oh, shit.
Alright. Maybe Dagger's just playing you,
I have a.
pretending to be bad, so she can set you up and catch you off guard.
Sorry.
And now both of you make insight checks to try and read each other's moves.
Oh, we're
Strategies.
invisible.
Yeah, Roland's at disadvantage anyway. The pieces are just moving themselves.
Alright, here we go. Oh, that's bad.
And after you
Where's
guys
insight?
after you guys have made all your checks, tally up the total of all of your scores, and whoever got the highest
she beat.
wins.
I'm pretty sure she beat.
Alright, Dagger obliterates you. You think you had her at the start, but then she just out of nowhere.
Well, I
she's
don't
just
know.
like,
Her
checkmate.
having the 2 there doesn't help her a whole lot.
No.
So 17,
It
32,
looks pretty close.
She's still
38
one, I
total,
think.
but she got like
47?
47.
47.
Alright, Dagger's the winner. As you guys are playing
I don't.
this,
I don't open strong, but I'm a strong finisher.
it's all part of your plan. As everyone's playing this chess set, everyone can this chess set is something. Like the pieces are absolutely exquisite. Each piece is sort of been finely carved and enameled, and the styles of the pieces are just kind of exotic. And the actual set feels like fit for a king. Everyone can make a history check.
And Man, this disadvantage thing is starting to get on my nerves.
If I had more spell slots, I would cure it, but I would have to blow 4th level spell slots to cure it off
Yeah,
of both of us, and
Don't do that.
I mean, Milo history makes checks. I'm not from the realms.
You got
Yeah.
12.
So yeah, you guys don't really think anything beyond that, apart from just looks really nice.
Hey,
Is
we
it
have
like a
something
set that
to.
like sits? Is it like a set that like sits on a table, or is it like part of a table itself?
It sits on the table. It's heavy though. It's like a heavy slab.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Weighs about
I was
30
gonna say,
pounds.
well, might think about taking it later.
are these bookshelves that are lining the room?
Yeah, they were. There are still some intact. And yeah, they're just mostly novels. Romance novels, mysteries, murder mysteries.
Things to read before bed.
I'll take a murder mystery book and pocket it.
Alright, it's called Who Touched My Spaghetti?
What's a spaghetti, guys?
Oh man.
I don't know.
And yeah, it's
I don't think I want to know.
details this story about this this person who had he's an investigator, and he's like investigating this serial killer, and the only clue he has is like someone touched the victim's spaghetti, so he goes around trying to find out who touched the spaghetti.
I assume it means spaghetti, but I don't know. Don't want to know. Anyways, as I said, I found Brew upstairs.
All right. Well, there's a couple more rooms down here that we'll look through.
It's really pretty upstairs.
There's the corner room here, and then there's also a room here as well.
You guys
There's
just see
unseen
Nox.
servants cleaning upstairs.
You guys just see Nox on this like chair now.
Is he missing his makeup?
Nope, he's still the same. Got his emo makeup on. Hair slicked back to one side.
Can I brush some of his hair like over one of his eyes? Is it long enough to do that?
Yeah, he's got like a long black wig on.
Don't. I have extensions and wigs. As I said, I was an actress.
I was just fixing the aesthetic.
Alright, I'm gonna check this door for traps and tell everyone to step back.
Yeah, you can make a perception check. You notice a silver coin wedged into it, but no traps.
I'll take out the silver coin and then throw it at Roland.
Okay.
Just 9 more of these, and our debt will be paid.
Oh, I'll take a gold coin. Gold coin on my part.
You don't have to worry about that. Seriously, it's fine.
You pull open the door, and there's another guest room. There seems to be one of these in each corner of the castle, and
Hey, pretty.
this one's actually quite nice. It's got a bit of a thing going on here, like a bit of a nautical thing. So there is a bed,
Pretty blue.
heaped with pillows, and there's a 4-foot tall armoire set against the east wall, and a large, empty-looking sea chest. It's open. There's a rug on the ground, and it's woven with these wave-like patterns. There's a real nautical theme here. There's even a ship in a bottle displayed atop the armoire. Beautiful model of a longship, and a portrait behind the bottle hanging on the wall. It's of Hallister, wild-haired old man with a mad gleam in his eyes, and it's just got this sort of this insane look, and he's just glaring down at the the ship in the bottle.
Let's take that picture of Hallister. What do you guys think?
It's going to be awkward to carry around. It's like a very large framed portrait. About 4 feet tall. You could take it out of the panel and roll up, like take the canvas off and roll it up if you wanted to.
The rugs would have been a good idea to take up for Brew's room. Damn it. Yeah, nah. It's not the same without having it in the frame.
I want to take the ship in the bottle, though.
Okay, it's a 54 by 15 inch long ship model. It's in a corked glass bottle. Yeah, it is big. It's 5 foot long, 1.5 feet wide.
Okay, I don't take it.
On a-
That's way too big.
Yeah, it's on a wooden stand. It is portable, but yeah, I mean,
Pretty unwieldy.
yeah.
It's another thing that we can think about coming and getting after we're done here, along with the chest set.
You could, yeah, you'd have
Is it a-
like
is it a
the
ship
ship
size,
is
though?
not that long, but I mean, it's nice. It is nice. It would fit in a bag of holding.
Yep. Later. We'll come back for you later.
You said the portrait of Hallister's glaring at it?
Yeah,
Like it doesn't like it.
just a mad gleam. Not really like a pissed off look. Just more like a mad
Like
scientist,
insanity mad.
mad scientist look.
Like crazy mad,
Just-
not angry mad.
A Hallister,
Default
sort
Hallister.
of default
Yeah.
Hallister.
Does it look like there's anything special about the ship, or does it just look like it's kind of like a keepsake?
It's I mean, it's very nice. It must be worth something decent.
I shall open this door.
There's a portion of me that wants to break the ship, but I won't. It'll be good.
No coin in this door.
What the?
I want to try to figure out what in the world the coins in the door
Oh,
is.
Bruce back. Oh.
You notice the door does have a
can't
lock
forget
on
that.
it, but it's unlocked. And Brew's in here.
I forget Brew instantly and go over to what looks like the bass guitar.
Yeah, it's an octo bass. And so you actually, as you look in this room, there are some crystal barred windows looking down over the courtyard area. There's 4 overstuffed chairs facing each other with a low circular table between them. Brew is slumped on one of them. And of course there is this octo bass. It's a 12-foot tall fiddle leaning in the northeast corner. Its bow is on the floor nearby. And as you come over to marvel at it, Roland, you hear a voice from within, an echoey voice.
Alright.
Oh, hello there! Hello! Someone there!
Yes. I'm here.
Oh! Thank the heavens! A potential rescuer! I'm inside the octobus! You must help me!
If I might ask, how did you come to be inside
Huh.
of this instrument?
I tripped and fell! Ha ha ha! Not really. My name is Zartem! I'm a wizard. The owner of this castle invited me for dinner, stole my spellbook, and shrunk me down to the size of a carrot for dessert. Then he threw me in the octobus, and I've been trapped here ever since.
Alright, so you're the size of a carrot, currently inside of this instrument. Why can you not just climb out?
I'm actually stuck. Look closer.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a closer look. See, everybody else is backing up. I like it.
Alright, so when you look inside, he's actually much bigger than what he claimed. He's like almost full-sized, and you see him sort of squashed in the actual octobus, a naked male human with like grey hair.
Oh, good lord.
And he's all sort of
cover yourself,
contorted. Ah! Ha ha ha, very, very funny.
Well, I thought it was.
I can't move! You don't understand how uncomfortable this is!
It looks pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. Are you going to break this thing? I can't even move my arms! Get me out of here, would you?
How beautiful of an instrument is this?
It's
Like, is
nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Like an expensive one?
Yeah.
And well, I don't think I could bring myself to break this.
You're
thing.
not seriously going to leave me in here, are you? What are you, insane? Madgoth
not
must
going
be
to-
stopped. He's an insane wizard. He's trapped
Wizard
me
is.
inside this octobus. And you're going to just leave me here?
Well, of course not. I didn't say that. You didn't let me finish. I have a spell that might be able to help. Could I like reach in and like would I be able, I'm not gonna do it at the moment, but would I be able to like reach in like through the strings and touch him?
Yeah.
Alright.
He tries to sort of cower. What are you doing? Don't touch me!
No, well, if you want to get out of there, you're gonna have to trust me.
What are you doing? I must know if you're going to incant me. I at least deserve to know what spell you're going to cast on me.
Oh, well, I'm just going to cast, if I had, like, Enlarge Reduce, I would do that, but I don't. I was just gonna cast... I'll roleplay it. Have you heard of... I'm sure as a great and powerful wizard that you are, you've heard of the spell called Dimension Door?
Yes, of course. You're going to use that spell to get me out of here?
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Like that he actually, like, recognizes what the spell is?
Can we all hear him, or is it just Roland?
Yeah. He's like literally pretty much like a dude stuck, like a full-size dude stuck in this octobus. Like he was shrunk down to the size of a carrot, tossed in there, and then like enlarged again, so he's like all squished up. And he's just like, he's yelling so everyone can hear it. His voice is actually slightly amplified by the octobus itself. And yeah, Roland, he just seems like he's a little bit sort of absent-minded, but yeah, he doesn't seem to be lying.
Okay.
Hey,
All right,
hey,
everyone.
Roland,
Yes?
ask him how he survived. How did he get food?
Water.
That actually is a very good
I'm right
question.
here,
How
you know.
survived?
I can hear you.
How did you go to the
can-
bathroom?
It's a very
Oh.
good question.
Good God.
Why do you need to humiliate me like this? Where do you think I've been going?
Alright, could one of you run to the costume room quickly and or back to the bedroom and get one of the robes?
Madgoth must be out at the moment. Surely if he caught you here, you'll be dead. So I suggest you get me out of here at once, so we can leave. He will not be happy when he returns. You do not want to. Yes?
We can't leave just yet. There are a few things that we need to take care of. You're more than welcome to leave, though.
Get me out of here!
Give me a moment.
I'm gonna
what do
go
you-
fetch a robe for
Yeah.
Roland.
Just break it! Hey! You there, young man!
No,
Yeah,
Pavel,
yes.
do not break this.
I won't.
I'm gonna reach in and to where I can touch him, and I'll cast Dimension Door, just so we just kind of poof over to, like, just poof over a square, so
My
he's out of the
question is,
guitar.
does he?
Alright, you cast Dimension Door on him. And where do you put him here?
Yeah.
Alright, he just is instantly teleported. And standing before you now is the old man. He's completely naked. Nothing covering his modesty. Long grey hair trailing down from his nipples. And
Oh.
he's packing
Oh God.
a greatsword. He is holding a greatsword in his hand.
Oh.
That's a big greatsword. Where'd you get that? How'd you fit that in there?
How in the
Hold
world?
out.
I like look back in the in the base. Like, what in the world?
Thank
I'm gonna
you!
hold out the robe.
Thank you!
I wanted to grab, if possible, like a lime green one.
Oh, that won't be necessary! Allow me to
Yes, it
reward
will.
you all!
Oh God.
And he starts whispering the incantation for a fireball.
Oh, you got to be
Oh.
kidding me.
Allow me to reward you all! And he smiles, revealing these triangular, fiendish looking teeth. They look all
Well,
too familiar.
Oh no.
Look familiar.
He's got a great sword. I imagine this is
Fireball.
a freaking slod.
It's a gray slot.
It's a fireball machine.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
the incantation just reminds you of the fight in level 6. Multiple of these creatures you have fought. Their weapon of choice is a greatsword. They have these same fanged, triangular, jagged teeth.
Oh man, and this is gonna be without any kind of counter spells from Nox. That sucks.
Okie dokie. So
That's a waste
I'm-
of spells.
yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna try and frostbolt him. Not frostbolt, frostbite. There we go.
Alright, he makes the save with advantage. And the ice just sort of catches his arm a little bit. A few sort of jagged shards of ice pierce his flesh. But you do see the wound start to seal up. But it does sort of, ice does clamp onto his elbow. And he'll have
And then as a
disadvantage
bonus-
on his next attack.
As it's a bonus action, I'm gonna hidden step. And then I'm gonna move out of this room because I don't want to be fireballed. Not that that plan worked very well last time.
He attacks you, Scamp. Despite being invisible. He swings that greatsword at you, and then he smiles. Is that all you've got? But he misses.
Is that all you've got?
Dagger.
Stab this fool dagger. You're on mute there if you're talking.
I'm not going to stab him.
As you walk past, Brew lets out a loud fart.
Nice. Yeah, jeez.
And it just... it sort of alarms you a little bit, Dagger. You sort of spring like to action, just preemptively shooting the hand crossbow, but inadvertently just hitting this guy like directly in his neck.
Nice.
And the bolt just causes him to choke. That's 53 points of piercing damage. He's like
Dang.
start like as he's whispering the incantation, still blood's just this sort of black, oily blood's just sort of spewing out of his mouth.
Bonus action dash.
You hear Brew talking to himself in his sleep now. A tempest.
Did you attune to the helmet, Dagger?
Decide not to.
Roland, I'm gonna need you to get out of here without going through that door.
That's going to be a little hard.
God damn it. Ugh. Okay, this can work, kind of. Okay, I'm gonna chill touch him. Just go and do the necromancy thing.
That actually misses him, and the skeletal hand, he just sort of bats it away, using it with a backhand.
Then I'm gonna shoot him as a bonus action.
That hits.
+1 pistol!
You just sink a bullet into him, and yeah, the wounds he's regenerating are just only minor compared to the damage that's been done to him.
And then I'll end my turn and let Roland try to run out of here.
You see some of the wounds heal up. Thank you. I really wish you would have just destroyed that thing. I guess I'll have to do it myself. And he moves over here. And
Don't you dare.
sort of says, I have no reservations about doing this. And he drops a fireball in the corner.
Damn.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
He'll put it over here so he doesn't actually hit himself. And hits Pavel and Roland as he casts Fireball. It does destroy the Octobas, and it singes the rug. It sort of scorches the floorboards, but it doesn't actually catch anything on fire. The walls are completely unscathed, not even a single scorch mark. And Roland, you try to sort of, it just catches you by surprise. You're looking at the precious Octobas, and then you try to dive in front of it, protect it, and poof, it hits you for 15 fire damage with your elvish resistance. And I refuse to believe that you're a tiefling. Pavel, you fail to dive out of the way, but your absorb elements kicks in and absorbs that damage down to 15. And then he sort of chuckles, yes! Yes! Now I am free! As the Octobas is destroyed. And then he just sort of starts like making his way out into the hall.
I told you, Roland!
And sort of looks over and sees Dagger and Scamp, and well, sees Dagger, doesn't see Scamp, but ends his turn there anyway. Roland.
Yeah, I just don't have enough like really damaging things. As much as I would like to destroy this guy, I'm not actually equipped for that. I will attempt to tell him a very bad joke, though.
Okay, Ashes, with advantage, and that's not a charm, right?
It's not a charm, no.
Alright, so he finds it hilarious, and as he runs out of the room, he just drops on the ground and starts rolling over in a fit of laughter. Oh, it's just things are dangling side to side.
I've used 15 feet of movement.
This slide does not want to know what I did to the last guy that showed me his dick.
Dagger, I believe there's something there that you can cut off.
Alright, you guys, actually, as you guys make that joke, you hear another, like, amused chuckle coming from the west.
That motherfucker.
Alright, Scamp, you become visible.
I am going to he's holding a greatsword.
Yes. Actually, I think he drops it from Tash's.
Yeah, I think they drop whatever they're holding. Let me double check.
Oh no, they just become prone and incapacitated, so he's still got it in his hand.
There's something that makes them drop stuff, but I can't remember what it is.
Oh, I've got heat metal, but I don't know if I want to use, because I'm out of second and third level spell slots. I'll just. He's already prone, so Dagger's gonna have advantage if she goes up and stabs him. So I'll just frostbite.
Alright, he managed to resist the magic entirely this round.
I'm gonna go there, because we can block him from running away.
Dagger.
Okay, I will come up. Stab.
That's a hit.
Nice.
You sneak attack him, just hitting him in his weak part. And yeah, he's looking pretty hurt at this stage.
What was the wisdom?
It's for
cautious.
for
Oh, for Tasha's, yeah.
You know,
the
whenever they
damage.
take damage, they can.
That's why I was like, I forgot about that. Bonus action, disengaged. Oh wait, I don't want to come over here. Come over here.
Pavel.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna shoot him while he's down.
Alright, you have advantage.
With my new awesome +1 pistol. Shiny.
That is a crit. It is like a
disappointing crit, Pavel.
you like just put the pistol on his face, but he sort of, as he's chuckling, he just like sort of flinches at the last second. You just like sort of shoot off his ear, and he just finds that hilarious.
You're aiming for the wrong parts, Pavel.
Lower. Lower.
I'll aim lower.
He deserves
And
it.
that hits. Another well-placed bullet. You hit him in the torso. Starts like banging his hand on the ground.
Fire again as a bonus action.
Another hit. And he still just thinks this is absolutely hilarious.
I need to remember this for next time we go up against slots.
Alright, you shoot him again, and it hits him straight in the groin.
Jeez.
And
There you go.
he still just
Jeez.
finds that hilarious. He looks down, his eyes wide, and he just keeps on laughing. And finally snaps out of it.
He breaks out of it.
And then he sort of looks at you all, and he sort of looks down, and it regenerates.
Okay, that's something I didn't want to see.
That's fine for me. More fun for me.
Roll.
Oh, looks like it didn't regenerate all the way there.
Oh, that was a nice.
He sort of looks at you. What do you mean? Yes, it did. Ah! And then.
Oh, it did. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
And then his nose just starts bleeding, and he's looking like he's almost dead.
Yeah, and that I will move away a little bit. I'm sure he's upset with me. So, once he stands up, he'll want to come and hit me more than likely. That's my turn.
Scam.
Yeah, frostbite him, hopefully.
Alright, another con save for him, and he managed to resist once more. Magic just does not quite grab him. Dagger. Dartum sort of looks at you all. Why are you aiming for this impendage? What importance does it have? I merely copied the form of what I saw in one of Madgoth's books.
It's every man's pride and joy, damn it.
Well, I am no man.
That's for sure.
Which is why you die.
You gonna stab him, Dagger? I'm. Oh my
Whoa!
No, I'm not.
Alright, you just
Wow!
stab straight down in between his legs, just hitting the dagger
I'm
into the
taunting him at
ground.
this point.
Hey!
Disengage. I blame my computer connection. It was lagging there.
Pavel.
Alright. Time to just shoot randomly.
That hits. Just.
Good thing you
Thank
saw
God for the
advantage.
+1.
And you just sort of hit him in the chest, and all of a sudden his eyes widen. He takes in a gulp of air, and as he's gulping in the air, he's transforming. And his skin becomes grey and slick, like an amphibian. These spurs of bone, grey bone, sort of jut out from the back of his head. A sort of flat face, long webbed claws start to sort of jitter out from his arms as he turns into a grey slab upon death.
Man, this pistol is just really nice.
As I walk by, I kick him in the head. Oh man.
Alright.
So I'm guessing this thing is just ash at this point.
Yeah. 12,
And
50 XP for that. But yeah, he seemed to like refer to it like his prison, so he seemed to want to destroy it in turn to, first of all, anger you, and secondly, like, sort of free himself. Alright, we'll take a 10-minute break now, so Happy New Year, those of you on the East Coast.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, son.
Let you
Happy
guys,
New Year!
grab a drink and do a countdown, and I'll see you guys back in 10 minutes.
Am I the only person on the East Coast?
No, I'm here. You're in North Carolina. I'm in South.
Oh no, I'm in
You know-
South Carolina.
Oh, I thought you were in North Carolina. Oh, that's right.
No, I'm
you're
near Charleston.
You're in Charleston.
I'm watching the Disney fireworks in like a second tab
Cool.
on silent.
Oh man, all my friends left.
Alright, well, you can crank them up now. I'll see you guys back soon.
man,
I'm gonna be right back.
man, Seb knows how to bait me. I really wanted to play that bass. Oh well.
I swear I'm gonna cut you guys next time you try to rescue somebody. Just
Well,
leave everybody imprisoned. They're stupid enough to get caught. Leave them there.
well, honestly, Roland had ulterior motives. the bass would not play correctly with that guy stuffed in there, and he wanted to play the bass.
I mean, get you a base without somebody beside it.
Yeah, I mean, Roland will probably get one now. He can get one custom ordered. back in Waterdeep.
More importantly, we have to find this freaking fairy dragon and kill it.
I was gonna shoot it, but took care of the slad and the round ended. But where you heard the giggling at, I was planning on shooting there, but
We actually took care of the slab pretty quickly. I think that the crit, the
crit
opening
definitely
crit
helped.
from Dagger really helped.
definitely 100%.
I just need to do that more often. That is that is the kind of damage I can put out if I surprise people.
Yeah, how does that work? Like, it's just when you surprise people, does that give you crits or what?
If I hit, it's a crit.
Oh, that's fucking OP. Hell yeah. But surprising people, it's kind of hard.
Especially with a certain fighter who wants to charge up ahead.
Hey. I do it to take traps for you guys, alright? Especially you.
I'm invisible.
I'm talking about traps. Traps don't care if you're visible or not. I wouldn't want you. Pavel even wouldn't want you to get hurt. He'll take the blow.
Well, that is part of the job of rogue. Comes with the territory.
Alright. Yeah, alright.
I accidentally bought Coke Zero. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Nah, you shouldn't have bought Coke Zero.
I'm not just the biggest fan of Coke in general. It's not my. I'll drink it if there's like nothing else available, but
I prefer Coke with my rum.
well, yeah. I mean, if you're drinking rum,
But I'm used to Diet Coke with it.
mm,
And I think Coke Zero tastes too much like Coke for me. I don't like Coke.
yeah, Diet Coke has a very distinct flavor all its own, for sure. I'm a whiskey man myself when I do drink, which is not very often anymore.
Oh, I normally drink whiskey too. A bottle can last me a few years. Because I can only... Because tannins are a migraine trigger for me.
Oh,
So I can only
What?
have a couple shots before I start getting a headache.
oh man.
Which is, I love tea. I'd have like a cup of tea in the morning and maybe one at night. I try to drink more than that, and I'll have a migraine.
That sucks.
Whiskey is nice. Especially, I don't know the name of it, but I had this one whiskey in Alaska that was just so smooth and oaky, and it was just... yeah.
There's this tea called, well, I have my favorite type of tea is called Lapsang Shushang. It's really strong. It's really smoky.
Wait, tea? What's tea? Like actual tea? Or like, are you talking about alcohol?
Tea. Like You brew it in hot water. It's very rich, it's very strong, very smoky. Really.
I never
Sounds like a Eastern.
Yeah, and then I have one that I like called Irish breakfast tea. It's strong too, but it has it reminds me of whiskey type thing.
Well, I mean, it is Irish breakfast tea.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, Happy New Year, son.
Happy New Year to you too.
Still got an hour to go. For me.
I got about 3 hours.
Happy New Year! Woo!
Feliz Año Nuevo! Woo! Feliz Año Nuevo! Say it in French. I don't know how to say it.
Sacre bleu.
Jagger.
Sacre bleu is
Omelette
not
du
French for New
fromage.
Year.
It is if Nox is saying it. Sacre bleu! Happy New Year!
Wait!
Happy New Year, guys. I'm having a beer for you guys.
I wish I can have a beer.
I'm having a
I got
Corona.
some ice cream.
But Happy New Year in French is Bonne année.
Don Denis!
Bonne année. Bon.
Bonne année?
Bon?
Bonne année.
Bon?
That sounds like something a dog
Bonne
would do.
Bonne année.
Bone a knee. Damn dog, stop boning my knee. Alright.
I'm lucky our dogs have never done that.
You have male dogs? Oh no, you have a male dog.
I have
I
a
don't know,
male
yeah.
and a female, but they're 50-pound huskies. You wouldn't like them to bone your knee.
Alrighty, so let's continue. The chuckling coming from the west has ceased as this Slad has just sort of killed over and died. His greatsword drops from his hand, and here you guys are. Brew is still snoring away on this chair, and despite this fireball going off, it strangely doesn't really catch anything on fire. Like you'd expect a fireball inside like a place like this would probably, you know, catch the building on fire, but no. Everything just gets a little bit scorched and the walls are completely unscathed. And that is the end of that.
Okay,
Great slide.
back to invisibility.
And you also had a bit of extra damage from your absorb elements before Pavel. Not that it mattered, but that's gone now too.
Honestly, it's not like I even use a sword sometimes, but sometimes I do. It's kind of eh.
Oh, is it only for a melee attack? Oh, I think it is actually. So, well, that's still there if you want to add on an extra 1d6 fire damage to a melee attack. It's just going to be contained within your sword. This poison, it still hasn't gone away. It's been like a couple of hours since you've been like moving through the castle now, about 3 hours, and you're still feeling kind of sick. As you guys know from what Dagger could tell you from her experience with poisons, it's going to be 8 hours in total before it wears off.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
And from what the Grey Slad was telling you guys, it very much seemed like Mad Goth like frequents this castle. It's not like he's like gone away and abandoned the place. Seems like he's just out at the moment, sort of thing.
Ew, that's not good.
Disconcerting.
Well, it's
Definitely.
lucky for us that he...
Right, you pat Nox on the head. He's been very well behaved. Alright, yeah, you guys have given a thorough search to this level. So you make your way up to the 3rd level of the castle.
There are unseen servants up here cleaning.
Definitely gives you Fantasia vibes.
Yeah. So this is the same staircase. This is the landing at the top of the stairs. There's a crystal barred window just looking out into utter darkness. And coming around the corner here, you come into like another hallway. Again, the floor is quite magnificent. Gemstones and crystals, bits of colored glass and crushed gems, polished to a lustrous sheen. Fine.
I'll let them go play in that room.
There's no like paintings or anything or furnishings in this room. Everything just sort of glitters, and there's just this like light just emanating off the walls, which is being present everywhere.
Did you go into either of these rooms up here, Dagger?
There's
I went south.
There is something you notice, Dagger. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this door, it's like wide open now.
Damn it.
And you hear a cheeky chuckle. And then like the sound of like clapping. You found me, you found me, you found me, you found me. And suddenly appearing before you is Otto, the fairy dragon. But he is huge. He's like the size of the green dragon that you'd fought. He's massive compared to like the little dragonfly that you'd seen earlier, Scamp. It's almost a little bit sort of scary because he just towers over everyone, but he really shouldn't. And he just has a smirk on his face. He speaks to you guys in a language that you understand. Whatever is your native language that sort of appears in your mind as if he's using some sort of spell to communicate with you guys. And his voice resonates in your mind just as much as it does in like when he speaks out loud. Like it's sort of like a telepathy of some sort. And he doesn't seem like hostile at all, and just sort of claps as you find him here in this laboratory. Wasn't that fun? Hide and seek, hide and seek! You caught me!
Were you the one that laid those traps for us with the electricity and the thunder?
Laid the traps? No. That's Mad Goth. I may have pressed a button or two. I didn't know what it was going to do, but it was funny. It made your hair stand up. Your turn to hide now, and I'll find you.
This isn't a game. We're not playing a game.
What do you mean? Yes, we are. Hide and seek, my favorite. And you found me, so you win. But what about the other monster? Is it still downstairs? The homunculus. Mad Goth's homunculus.
Well, yes, it wasn't mean at all to us.
Oh, you don't know it. You don't know it. It wants to kill me. It plays hide and seek with me, but for keepsies. Oh, it's a very bad thing. Very, very bad thing. And you
To be fair, I kind of want to kill you too.
Same.
You do realize...
Wrong. What do you mean?
So, well, just off the top of my head, those giants that are downstairs, outside of the castle that you've been kind of tormenting.
It's so
they're
funny.
Now,
tormenting? What do you mean? No. I'm just playing a trick on them. It's so funny. It gets them every time.
tricks have caused them to become hostile to anybody. They almost killed us. And when you hit that
What?
button downstairs and caused lightning to go in the room, that almost killed my friend here. And she's gonna point at Roland. Your tricks are not harmless. They are causing harm to people.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Did I really? Did I really hurt your friend? I'm so sorry. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm not like that big scary homunculus.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Well, considering the fact that you did mention, did you die? That kind of negates you thinking that you're not doing harm.
No, you got me wrong. I said, but did you die? You didn't die, so everything's fine, right? Funny.
No.
No, it's not.
Pavel, you don't feel like this fairy dragon has an evil nature. You feel like he's just maybe one of his pranks got out of hand, sort of thing.
Aw. First, I'm kind of angry at you, but yeah, I don't really sense any evil in you.
I didn't want to hurt anyone. I didn't mean to hurt the giants or hurt you. It's just I found this castle and I claimed it for myself because there's no one here.
But wasn't the homunculus here?
Yes, and it doesn't like me. It started breaking everything, wrecking up the place. It ruined my room, and it broke everything. Have you seen?
You invaded its home.
No. Well, finders keepers.
But it was here first. So
It was here
found it
first.
But surely
It wasn't lost. Somebody was here.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the body? The burned body in the bedroom?
Did you do that?
No! The wizard did it! The wizard did it!
The wizard that owns this castle?
Yes, and that's his homunculus! You know this.
So, just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean you can steal their home.
Well, it's the law of the street. Finders keepers.
Also,
There
we
was
have-
somebody here. It wasn't unclaimed.
It's just a homunculus. It's not even real.
And you're
it's
just
a
a fairy
sculpture.
dragon.
How dare you! I am Otto the fairy dragon. Did you not read the sign out the front? This is Otto's castle. The law of the
Because-
streets. Like finders keepers.
Can't read your comic.
You lick it, you bought it. Things like that.
You're not some urchin from South London.
Are you saying? I mean, but I found it because I found it
There-
as mine.
Was somebody here?
Well, are you friends with the evil wizard?
No.
We're not, but we were trying to make friends with the giants downstairs. And I know those types of giants are not typically bad people, but they are now attacking anybody that comes close because of the tricks that you've played on them.
Oh, I didn't realize. They've never attacked me, but all I did was try to make their house funny looking, sylvan, like my home, to see if they'd appreciate it. So I changed the terrain, and then I quickly fly away. I didn't know that it would make them angry. I'm sorry.
We didn't ask them if they wanted it. There's this thing called consent.
Isn't it funny?
No.
Oh. But... Well, I'm sorry. What if I apologize to them and promise not to play any more tricks on them? Will you forgive me?
I'll forgive you.
I don't think apologizing to them is going to necessarily work. I think if you were to show yourself to them, they're probably going to attack you on sight, given how upset that they've been.
Oh. Well, maybe you could say that you destroyed me. And I'll never go back there. I'll never play any tricks on them again.
I'll look at the rest of the party.
Well, he needs to leave here too.
I like the dragon.
Maybe,
Listen, it gets so boring in this castle. It's beautiful, but I'm the only one here. Apart from that evil homunculus, it's so troublesome. I've actually bested it multiple times in physical combat, but it just keeps on coming back over and over again.
that's because this is a wizard's castle, and wizards can summon them.
Listen, I'm willing to cut you a deal. And the dragon sort of moves forward. Its 12-foot long body sort of extends, and its frills sort of rise up, and it extends its wings outwards. Its tail sort of flitters side to side. If you can help me defeat the homunculus, I'll allow you to come and stay in this castle whenever you want. You can sleep here, you can relax. There is food. And I'll never play any tricks on the stone giants again, I promise.
Quick question. So we got the idea from the slod that was trapped in the bed that Madgoth probably will come back. He's just not at home at the moment.
Yeah.
That's the impression we got. Okay.
And we read that he's a lich.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Otto, the as good as that plan sounds, there is danger involved in that. The evil wizard, the one that has summoned the homunculus in the first place, he's not exactly going to stay gone. He will be back. And we're pretty sure he's a lich as well. So even that more powerful.
Oh,
So
I don't know what a lich is, but watch. What's this? And he turns invisible. See? He'll never catch me.
That's not going to help you with the lich.
He becomes visible again. Well, we'll just kill him. He's evil.
He can regenerate.
He burns
Unless
people.
we can find something called a... I don't know if can I make a check to see if I know anything about liches?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, it'd be a reasonably high Arcana check.
yeah, I was about to say I don't want to use player knowledge here.
And you're having
Actually,
trouble thinking at the moment. Oh no, you're not. All right, yeah, you know exactly what a phylactery is.
Okay.
I think actually, it's part of one of the quests as well. You've been told of a phylactery.
Oh, yeah.
I
just
have.
phylactery.
That's mine.
Yeah, I think it's this one.
Right. Well, see, Otto, there's this thing called the phylactery, and unless that is destroyed, then the lich will just reform. And if we don't know what that is, then there's no way to destroy the lich.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Listen, I've
What
been living
if
in the cave for the longest time. I just eat bats and insects. And it's lonely and dark and ugly. And I just
What
found this
if-
castle and it's so beautiful. And, well, no one's home and find his keepers and all. All I ever wanted was just to be loved.
So, if you actually were to go like up a couple of levels in Undermountain to level 5, there's a gigantic kind of network of, well, it's kind of another type of cave with some buildings that's been completely abandoned. The things that were living there aren't living there anymore, and it leads out into a beautiful forest. How about maybe you can go live there?
And Turlai sort of chimes in, tells you, Pavel, yes, this creature, I know of it. It is kin. The kind that I existed with in Mithdrana. It is a sylvan creature. It would very much like the forest. That is a good idea. Really? A forest? A forest? A forest in the caves? Now this I've got to see. And you mean I can have it all to myself?
Not the whole forest. It's a very delicate ecosystem, and there's an archdruid that looks over it, so you wouldn't be able to have the forest to yourself, but maybe you could make friends.
What if the druid's not home? Finders keepers?
The druid will most definitely be home, because the druid uses magic to, well, I guess it's not a druid anymore. A sentient tree that has absorbed an archdruid.
Excuse, did you say a sentient tree?
Yes.
I did.
Actually.
His name is Halistry, and it's his level. He controls the day and night cycle so that the plants can grow. So it's very important that you don't disrupt him, otherwise the forest could die. But there is a dragon even used to lair there. It was a mean dragon. That was a green dragon, but we defeated it. He could potentially even take up roost in the old dragon's lair.
This sounds excellent. And you said it's just up a couple of levels?
Yep, right. We're on level 7 now. It's up on level 5.
Do you think you could describe to me the way to get there? Some directions? I've got a very good memory.
I should be able to. I've got my background thing that helps me recall stuff.
Yeah, you can just recall it very accurately then.
I'll help her by doing like a minor illusion of a 3D map.
Oh, like this. And he copies it with a minor illusion.
Ah, yes, just like that.
Sweet. But what about the homunculus?
Well, you said that it has a hard time finding you. Can you get out of the castle without it finding you?
Yes, I can. Well, okay. I'm going to need a minute to say goodbye to this place and get my things. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll nod.
As long as you don't play any more pranks on us while you're here.
I'll try not to.
And no more pranks on the stone giants either.
Not even one euphoria breath in your face?
Not even one.
Not even a polymorph?
Especially not that.
Not even one button that electrocutes everyone?
And no, those kill people.
Okay then. Well, you tell the giants that they'll never be bothered by me again. And then he sort of slips through the door and he heads off to the north, where you hear another door opening. And
don't forget not to play pranks on the forest people.
He will.
I'm sure Rations can handle it.
I mean, it's like asking a fish not to swim.
Alright, suddenly you hear Otto scream. Ah!
Oh no.
What the hell did he do now?
Alright, let's go investigate.
The mop quickly mops itself out of the way as you guys head down. And you see the homunculus
My computer
finding
froze.
Otto. I'll move you up. Alright, up ahead, as you round this corner, you see a door set into a room over here, and you can see this crude wooden sign just that looked like it's been sort of flung off the door. It's just sitting on the ground here, and it's written in Draconic. Does anyone understand Draconic?
I think the only one that does is Nox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a Draconic sign. Anyway, beyond the doorway, you see a room that looks quite trashed. There is it looks like it was not really so much trashed, but just random objects that have just been sort of piled up here, as well as the signs of some trashing as well. And in the room, there is Madgoth's homunculus. It hisses, "Roar!" And it's in combat with Otto. They're just exchanging blows. So I'm just going to roll initiative.
Wait.
What did you need, Dagger?
I was hoping we could talk them down. Oh well.
They're already in the midst of fighting as you arrive, but I mean, you could certainly try to use your action to try and talk them down if you wanted to. As you know, the homunculus, it can understand what you guys say, but it can't speak itself. You're up first, Dag. Do you see your screen, or are you still frozen?
I'm still frozen. I'm gonna go up and try to talk the homunculus down. We talked to him. He's leaving. No need to attack him.
All right. You can make a persuasion check.
Can you roll that for me?
Sure. You sort of call out to the homunculus from your invisible position. And you get a 30. Alright. Despite the homunculus, obviously being a friend of yours, it doesn't change his mood enough to sort of sequester the hate he has for this fairy dragon. He is a creature of servitude, this homunculus, and no matter what you say, he is programmed to kill Otto, or to try and defend his home. But you do feel like the homunculus doesn't have any bad feelings towards you. He just sort of looks over at you and shakes his head, and then points at the fairy dragon and just runs his finger along its throat.
Okay. I'm slowly getting back up.
You're sort of about 15 feet away from the door, Dagger, outside the room. Still invisible. You just see these two creatures, which are usually kind of tiny, are just in their enlarged states. A 12-foot long homunculus and this giant dragon, which is in equal dimensions, just exchanging melee attacks. And you've pretty much just got movement left if you want, Dagger.
I will go into the room and get myself ready for my next action.
Alright. When you load in,
Guys,
you can just move yourself where you want to be.
We're not talking them down. I say we separate them so Otto can leave.
Right, Otto looks over at you guys and sort of hisses. See what it's done? It's ruining everything that I've collected here. We have to push it out. It's the only way to destroy it. And Otto's just gonna try and chomp the homunculus, and he bites onto it, just biting onto its arm. It roars, and then as a bonus action, Otto turns invisible and just sort of flies out of the room. And Otto sort of yells,
"Leave the castle."
I can't! My stuff's in there! I'm not leaving without my stuff! You must defeat it! You have to push it out the window! It's invincible! It won't stop at me! It'll kill us all! Yeah.
So, homunculus is not an actual creature. It's just summoned by the wizard, right?
Yeah, it's a construct. Just made of clay, like formed into this beast. And yeah, faithful squirrel-sized companion, or usually squirrel-sized.
So I'm gonna look at the rest of the party and be like, I know I'm usually not the person to attack things, but I mean, this isn't really a living creature. It can be resummoned. I good for attacking.
I mean, I see no worries with that.
They're usually like an extension of like the creator as well. So if it's like obviously like an evil lich, then the homunculus has probably got an evil disposition as well.
And just know that Madgath will probably know if his homunculus gets destroyed, right?
They share thoughts. They know everything one another knows. All languages. They share senses. As long as they're on the same plane of existence. They're usually like spies or scouts. Like if they go invisible, then they're pretty much like a scrying sensor. And
Right.
yeah, if Madgoth is on the material plane at the moment, then yeah, he knows that you guys are here.
But, I mean, he's gonna know we've searched his house and took some of his stuff and all the coins and the doors. So I'm pretty sure we're already an enemy of him.
Yeah.
Take it out.
I'm gonna. Oh. I'll just produce flame at the homunculus.
Otto sort of, as you like fling a spell at it, you hit it, and Otto sort of says to you, "It won't work. It's no use. It's invincible. It'll just come back. You have to get it out of the castle." And the flame works quite well. Poof, slams into it and just starts to melt it slightly.
Well, maybe if we attack it, it'll follow us, and you can get your stuff and flee.
It won't stop.
We'll move down there.
Alright, the homunculus looks quite angry and starts hissing. And it flies over here, sort of leaping in the air. And it just tries to bite at Otto at disadvantage. Misses. Phew! And yeah, it's got quite sharp fangs, and you see some poison sort of spray out of its mouth as it bites. And it ends its turn there. Pavel.
Oh, fuck. I see the poison. That scares me a bit. Time to embrace my inner brew. I'm gonna grapple it.
Alright, make an athletics check.
So as most times, I always fail. In Pavel's mind, I think big boy thoughts.
Alright, you grab onto its arm, and it just rips its arm back, breaking your grapple.
God damn it. I already used my action. Got that. Can't do much else. How much?
Rolling.
Well, going for the grapple is just part of your attack action, so you could try it again if you wanted, Pavel.
Can I, Seb? I don't know how.
It
how
replaces
works.
one of your attacks. Yeah, if you want to try grapple it again, you can do so.
Sweet.
because it might change what I'm going to
Alright,
do.
this time it'll try to dodge out of the way, but you grab a hold of it, and it's grappled.
So I can move now?
You can. You can go half your movement speed, so 3 squares. Looking like around, Pavel, if you're looking somewhere like get it like out of the castle, you don't see anywhere. This window is barred with these like crystal bars that are spaced only 6 inches apart. So the homunculus ain't fitting through there.
This is a door, right?
Yeah.
Something might be in there.
Alright. So you can drag it some more. Alright, the unseen servant, as you start dragging the homunculus towards it, it like raises the mop like a weapon in defense. Like moves back.
What?
Getting ready to mop anyone who approaches it with hostility.
That's 3 spaces, right?
Yeah. Alright, you sort of drag it
Cool.
and it sort of gets a bit sort of squashed in here. And Otto just sort of yells, "What are you doing? Where are you taking it?
I'm taking it through this door to throw it outside!
There's no windows there that it's going to fit! You have to get it to the roof!"
Where's the roof?
Those stairs, I would hazard a guess.
Yes! Up the stairs!
God damn it, this would have been helpful before! And I guess I'll,
Alright,
sorry about that. Good-
While we haven't grappled, you go get your stuff and go.
Alright. So, I wish I could get Otto and Dagger, but I cannot because they are invisible and I need to see them to be able to do this. But I will go ahead and use a bonus action to power chord. And this will only affect Pavel.
Ooh, I can move then. Move
And
3
you get the 11
spaces.
temp HP.
the unseen servant panics when you do that, and it tries to hit you with a mop rolling.
Okay. Probably does. I have a terrible AC.
Just pushes the mop in your face for 1 bludgeoning damage.
Stop that.
And it sort of whips the mop around like it's using it like a quarterstaff.
Where? Seb, where can I realistically move to like get this thing? Like here and then here, or can I move through it? Or
Just,
yeah, I can move through it, right?
Just wait till your turn, and then because things may. Oh, you're gonna move now.
Yeah, because with the
Oh.
Mantle of Inspiration.
Oh yes. So you can't end your turn in another creature's space, so you have to like push it this way. So you go like that, and then you'll push it like
Deal.
up to like that. And you can't really see the top of the stairs from there.
Alright, and I will, as my action, I will viciously mock this homunculus.
It managed to resist, so it shakes its head around a little bit and just starts sort of snapping its more like towards you guys, like a vicious animal.
Oh, the Mantle of Inspiration would have been on Scamp too. I'm sorry, she wasn't invisible. I was, so it Scamp as well. I don't know if she would want to move, but you'd get the hit points.
I'll stay put, but I will take the points.
And that will be my turn.
Dagger.
Okay. I can see now. I can see clearly now.
I was thinking that too.
That hits.
I can see clearly now.
Alright, you just sort of stab straight into its side, and yeah, it's just sort of got this weeping wound of like sort of clay just sort of pouring out of it. Starting to sort of
Disengaging.
melt. And Otto says, "To the roof! Get it to the roof! To the roof!" And he's gonna just move back. He's gonna remain invisible.
Get your
And
shit and go.
He says, "You don't have to tell me twice," and then he flies into the room, taking the dash action.
I think
Well,
she
you
did
do
tell
have to
you like 5
frickin-
times, though.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I
Apparently,
said, "You don't have to tell me
twice.
twice. You have to tell me 5
Apparently, you have
times."
Yeah.
Damn.
I am afraid that if we kill this thing, it's just gonna like be resummoned or something. So I'm just gonna move there. I'll go around Dagger if I need to instead of through her. And then I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. This door also slams shut as well behind Otto. Alright, the homunculus is just smiling. And it is going to just start chomping away at Pavel.
Ouch.
Miss. Trying to bite at you. Pavel.
Embracing my inner brewer, I'm gonna push him another 3 steps up to over there.
Okay.
And then
Alright,
on
you
my
grab
turn.
him, you start forcing him up the stairs. Well, you've still got your action. Looking at the top of the stairs, so the stairs lead up 20 feet, and then they end at an 8-foot square stone trapdoor.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to open that. Is there any way I can, like, move to the other side of this thing?
Yep, you can use 20 feet of movement to grab it and sort of throw it over here. And then you've got, like, you can move, like, your last, like, taking the dash action, you can move your last one there and reposition yourself a bit better so you're able to, like, sort of grab the trapdoor, open it up, and drag it through it. It'll
Deal.
fit if you force it through the trapdoor. You can, like, squeeze it through.
Got it.
Okay. Rolling.
I will just call out. I'll just call out to Pavel. You know, I believe in you, buddy. Give him a bonus action, bardic inspiration.
I don't get those often, Roland. Thank you. You don't know how much that means to me.
And I am. Let's see. 15 feet. I am going to. For my action, I'm going to hold a vicious mockery for, like if it breaks out of the grapple from Pavel.
Okay. Dagger.
I can't get around, can I?
No, it's actually blocking the area now.
Okay. I don't. Can I try to? I'm just gonna do what Dagger would do. Stabby stab.
As Pavel's holding it, the homunculus looks at you, Roland, and it doesn't look angry. It just looks disappointed.
We got it to agree to leave.
Well, I mean, it's buddy with a lich.
That
What are you gonna
hits.
do? You know.
Alright, when you stab the homunculus, you actually destroy it, Dagger. And it just sort of melts down into like a liquid clay. There is this sort of greyish ash, some like gnarled roots. So this sort of stream of blood that just sort of melts down into this puddle on the ground.
Do we think that it might reform, like down in the lower part of the castle, or?
This, the homunculus, yeah, it, from what Otto was saying, it cannot be killed. So, yeah, you think it'll just probably very quickly reform.
Alright.
I'm gonna knock on the door and be like, Otto, hurry up. We accidentally killed it.
What? Oh,
Well, turned it into a pot.
get to the roof!
No.
He
No,
opens the
go-
door. We'll lure it out there!
It's not a bad idea.
And you see Otto's got this big handful of just like random junk. And he quickly just like sort of throws it back in his room. And
Get your stuff so you can leave.
you guys rush. But it's after me! It's me that it wants! It won't stop until I'm dead!
It'll leave the castle for you.
It won't leave the castle for you, that's for a fact.
Well, it'll come and kill me while you guys are out on the roof!
That's why I kept trying to tell you to get your stuff and go.
Do you have any idea of how much stuff I have? It's gonna take me at least a
Session
few
on the
hours.
roof, maybe.
Pavel, if you could open up the trapdoor, please.
Don't
I'll
make
open
me
from-
burn everything you own.
Well,
I
I
will
have
do
candle
it.
snuffers, potted mushrooms, mortars and pestles, lamps and belts, pentacle pendants, recipe books, sticks of chalk, kettles, cauldrons, spoons, stuffed animals, spools of wire, glass beads, wigs, and he just keeps on going on as you guys move to the pull the trapdoor down.
I'm freaking preparing a Molotov cocktail to burn his shit to the ground.
Alright, so Otto sort of says, oh yeah, I've never been up there, by the way. So,
I'm sorry?
I've never been up there.
Does he say this as we're getting on the roof?
Yeah, like you just
Scamp.
sort of, it's an 8-foot square stone trapdoor. You just pull it down and, yeah, you're just able to sort of open it. It sort of opens up towards you and it leads out to the roof.
Scamp, remind me why we're helping this thing. Because right now I can see the appeal of killing it like the homunculus wants.
I find it kind of adorable.
Alright, so as you guys spill out onto the roof, it's like the battlements of the castle. It doesn't offer any view. All of the surrounding area is just utter blackness. Just singles, just darkness everywhere. And as you guys sort of talk, your voice echoes like way more than it should. It's like kind of astonishing. And there are just these 4-foot high crenellated battlements enclosing the roof. And Otto, he just sort of flies around. You can actually see like the interior of the castle, just like an open courtyard in the center of the roof. And Otto just sort of, you're having trouble keeping track of him because he stays invisible. He just sort of flutters around. Oh my, quite the view from up here. Oh, this is new stuff to me.
We forgot a Bruin and Knox.
We'll go get them, don't
Oh
worry.
yes, they're most likely going to be killed.
What?
Just kidding. It's me that he wants. Alright,
Oh.
now
Oh, yeah.
let's get ready. He's going to come through that trapdoor in precisely 1 minute and 1 second. Prepare yourselves. Are you ready?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, as you guys wait here, all of a sudden,
It's gonna come up from the courtyard.
nope, the trapdoor just slams shut. And
Oh,
when it
okay.
closes, you don't even see the trapdoor anymore. There's just the stonework of the roof.
Well, that's not good.
Otto becomes visible and scratches his head. Oh! So that's why it's always closed when I come back. Surprise! I have been up here before! Tricked you!
I am going to kill you.
What?
Hold me back, Scamp.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
We'll hold her back.
Well, constantly poking people is not a very nice thing to do.
Well, if you don't have any taste or sense of humor, Mr. Poopy Pants, that's not my problem.
So, why are we up here then?
To lure the homunculus out here, of course.
He is
I don't
after
care.
you.
I don't care. Let's go downstairs. Can we get to the courtyard from up here?
Yeah, you can, like, rappel down or something. Oh, I guess the homunculus is smart enough to know that we're trying to lure him out, because... Yes, it's going to be harder than I thought. If you want, I could feather fall you down there.
No.
Come on.
I'm gonna rappel down.
It's fun. You jump, and just as you're falling, I'll cast Featherfall.
You
Can I
like to try to
insight-
kill people with your tricks, so no.
Can I whisper to everyone like I could just cast Featherfall if you want?
Yeah, you could make a insight check.
Oh.
I have grapple hook and rope. I can rappel down.
And it seems quite genuine that he wants to like Featherfall down, but then when you start talking about ropes, he gets a little bit sort of moody. Oh, fine, we'll do it the boring way. Oh, I'll wait up here.
You can feather fall me.
Really?
Going down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hunt down his room.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do the Featherfall.
I got a natural one. I trust this.
Jump!
I'm gonna jump.
I'll jump with Scamp.
All right.
I'll jump on Pavel. I'll jump on Pavel.
I'm
I hope
using
Dagger's
rope.
repelling. Yeah, because you're invisible. I don't think you'd be able to get Featherfall cast on you. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, you just tie some rope around one of these crenellations, Dagger, and you just sort of rappel down. You can make an acrobatics check, Dagger. And so what? Pavel, Roland, and Scamp jump.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys jump, and you start to fall. Surprise! I don't have Featherfall. He says.
I immediately cast her.
Okay. He flies down after you guys,
You guys are idiots for trusting that
and
thing.
5
didn't
feet
trust him.
from the ground of the courtyard. Just as Dagger sort of lands on the ground, you cast Featherfall, Pavel.
I wanted to go to the level his room's on.
This is the only opening that you guys have seen.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest is barred by these crystal windows.
No, okay, I didn't catch that.
Alright, as you
That's
land on
fine.
the bottom floor here and cast Featherfall, Otto comes flying down after you all, just sort of bursting out with laughter. Now, you arrive at the crystalline courtyard with all of these little gardens of sort of colored glass and crystals. And when you cast a spell and float to the ground, everything's okay for a brief moment. You notice the statue of Madgoth here. And a spectral sword materializes next to the statue. It flies up, a blade of force, and it flies straight towards Pavel. I'm gonna roll initiative.
Otto, try to catch that sword. With your chest, please.
Oh, did it? Why did it put everyone on the initiative twice? That's weird. Alright.
Because I'm special. We're twins.
Oh, I think I know why. Oh, it's working. Alright, this time. Alright, this sword goes on 17. Otto
Rowan
sort of
is
looks
so
at you.
slow.
Oh, what's that? Catch it! Oh no 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 no! And he becomes invisible. And then, as a bonus action, he does that. And then he's going to just fly up and stay near like the roof, which is about 80 feet overhead.
Oh, man.
Run! he
Coward.
says. Dagger.
Does it? How far up above is it?
The spectral sword, it's like just on the ground. Pretty much like, it's like about 6-7 feet above the ground.
Okay, I will come up here. Try to stab it.
Alright, when you attack it, Dagger, you become visible, firstly. And then your rapier goes straight through it. Like it's spectral.
Okay.
Just goes straight through it.
And disengaging the back here. Mr. Homunculus, I found your friend again.
Scan.
Seeing Dagger's attack go straight through it, I'm just gonna leave the room. I'll go here, and for good measure, I'll toss a produce flame at it. And then guessing it's not gonna hit.
Yeah, it goes straight through it. It's like it's completely spectral. Like an illusion almost. Alright, the sword just moves forward and it just lunges at Pavel. And it misses. Ends his turn there. Pavel.
Son of a bitch.
Happy New Year from Texas.
Oh, yes!
Woohoo, yeah,
New Year's,
Happy New
Tyler.
Year.
Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year's!
Now let's take the sword and abandon.
Otto does major image to make fireworks.
I'm gonna shoot at the statue.
Ah, nicely thought out.
Well, statue or sword? I mean, sword does do that, but more weapons do more damage. So yeah, I'm shoot at the statue.
The bullet hits the statue and ricochets off. Not even leaving the tiniest little scratch or anything.
I'm gonna drop my pistol, use my tractor, I'll check out Turlai, and I'm gonna run up to it and slash it. Let's see if it can take a magical damage of this time.
Alright, even hitting the statue with Tiralai as hard as you can does nothing. The statue seems completely impervious to damage. It just poof, bounces straight off.
God damn it.
And the sword doesn't get an opportunity attack. Yeah, Pavel, as you head to the west here, you can let me move the dynamic lighting a little bit. You can actually see the homunculus coming towards you from that hallway.
I look at it and I just
It's just sort of pokes its head around the corner, like clawing at the walls, and growls.
bring it on.
Bonus action power chord for the 3 visible party members. So you get 11 temp HP, and you get 11 temp HP. Everybody gets 11 temp HP. And movement if you want it.
I'm not going to move for now.
See, it's at times like this that I sincerely wish I had kept Shatter.
Sounds like this, Argo. There's nothing I can do.
Move 20 feet to here. And just to see what happens. I will pull from one of my sleeves. I'll pull from one of my sleeves my my wand, my favorite wand. And just put a fireball right on top of the statue.
Alright, you cast a fireball at the statue. There's an explosion. And to your shock and surprise, nothing is affected at all. The floor, the crystals, the statue, completely unaffected. Everything is completely impervious. Not only that, as the fireball subsides and the blossom of fire recedes, you think you're seeing double, because there are now 2 spectral swords
Oh no.
floating there.
Okay, do not cast magic in that room.
Run.
Was Otto still there? He didn't take damage either?
He's like 80 feet in the air.
Yeah, honestly,
oh yeah.
flew away. Alright, well,
Didn't see the 8.
different plan. Let's see, how far are they?
My plan. I don't want to say my plan.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Otto is just gone into hiding. And I need to roll the homunculus in. Dagger, you're up.
There is crap all I can do. I can't hit them. It's not doing damage. Come over here and go invisible. Go invisible.
Okay.
That's 30. This is east, not west. Okay.
To be fair, I think there are stairs on both sides.
I'll just stay here.
Scamp.
I'm going to take 2 steps down and close this door.
Okay.
I didn't know there were doors. Thought it was an open courtyard.
Yeah, there are 4 stone doors on each side of the courtyard that you guys had unlocked.
I totally forgot about that. Thought it was an open courtyard. Oh well.
I'm going to use the dash action to peek into this hallway since I saw Pavel head out here. And
Run, Roland, run.
Down that way.
Alright, both swords fly over to Pavel and attack at the same time.
Run, Pavel, run!
It's just a sword-shaped plane of force. And the first one just slams into you for 12 points of force damage. And the second sword misses you. And the swords stop there. Pavel.
Wait, like they're stopped there, like they no longer move. They stop there, like
And their
'cause I'm
turn
there.
there.
Being mysterious, I see. Damn.
Oh, they're still just repeatedly trying to stab you. I haven't. They just end their turn there.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at Scamp and tell her, I guess yell, because well, actually, no. Kind of a sort of yell, just a loud voice, just tell her, like, we're
I know what
abandoning,
I'm going to do.
we're abandoning this, screw Otto, screw this place, let's go grab Brew and Nox, and let's get out of here if we can. So, I'm gonna, what can I do? I am going to, through Tiralai, cast Fly on myself.
Alright, gives you 60 feet of flying speed.
Okay. That was my action. What to do? What to do? This thing is chasing me. Got that guy there. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Alright. I'm gonna move here. 5, 10. Gonna get the opportunity attack. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't have opportunity attack. I forgot.
Yeah, it seems like a spell, so it doesn't opportunity attack you.
I'm gonna go through here then. Yeah. So many things to decide on. Okay, yeah, I gotta go for Nox. Okay, and my friends.
Alright, the homunculus, it sort of runs out into this hallway and turns its vicious looking head to its left, sees Pavel and Scamp down here, and it just runs at Scamp, sort of leaping through the air, and then it tries to chomp you, Scamp. And it bites you for 8 piercing damage, and immediately you feel kind of drowsy, and you need to make a con save against poison. You resist.
Do I have disadvantage? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because 10 still beats it.
Yeah, well, it's you only have disadvantage on ability checks, not saving throws. And the homunculus ends its turn there.
That's right.
Roll in.
I think Scamp and them went this way. Oh, yep, they did.
I think I'm in the totally opposite direction where everybody else went.
You did.
That's fine.
I'll just yell. I'll yell across the dagger. Just head upstairs.
That's where I'm going. Molotov cocktail in one hand.
I don't know if this will work. Let me check and make sure it works on constructs. It doesn't say it doesn't, and it's not a charm, so I will tell the homunculus a bad joke.
Alright, wisdom save for the homunculus. It just immediately falls on its back, grabbing its belly and rolling from side to side.
Haha! I think I got like 10 foot left. I'll move up, and that's my.
Dagger.
Okay, 10. Is this a room over here? Oh, there's stairs. 20.
Yeah, there's an empty room, but yeah, the stairs are over there to go up to the
30.
second floor.
10, 20, 30, and then dash. 10, 20. Hey.
This is like, do you want to go like up the stairs into the next floor? Because this is the landing.
Oh, yeah, I do.
You just went sort of up the stairs and back down.
Oh, sorry. That's like, I won't go upstairs.
Alright, I'll move you on over. You're like over here now. I'm not sure how much you moved, but it's 30 less than what you said. So maybe you have 30 left.
Yeah, I think I have 40.
Okay.
10, 20. Was this the floor with the buttons and levers?
Yep.
Yes.
You got Nox on the seat here and Brew in the room over here. Well, last you checked, that's where they were.
And that's the end of my movement.
Dagger.
Scamp?
You mean
Sorry.
scamp?
Yep. I was just
I was
thinking.
like, I'll take another turn if you want me to. But
Scamp. I was
So I'm
just,
gonna
I was
look
just
back
thinking
at-
of who's going to be getting attacked next. Scamp, you're up.
I'm gonna look back at Roland and Pavel. Be like, we're on the first floor now. Maybe we can just shove it out the front door. I
Good idea.
think it's going to be hard for us to take Brew and Nox out of here with this thing attacking us. Well, I'm gonna try and grapple it.
Go Scamp. Make an athletics
Nice.
check at disadvantage.
It is incapacitated.
It is, but it doesn't actually hinder it in terms of grapple or anything.
Oh yeah, they just can't take actions or move.
Yeah, it just starts like sort of kicking its legs at you, Scamp, and it sort of yeah, quite easily kicks you away.
Damn.
Sigh. Pavel, help.
And there's these swords to worry about too. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Dagger! He didn't cast a spell. Come help.
All right, one sword flies in at you, Scamp, to attack you. Doesn't
Oh.
seems to ignore the
I have a
homunculus as
thought.
well.
Correct.
I have a thought. Might be a horrible thought,
It
but you know,
hits
I
you
have one.
for 16 force damage. Just sort of slams into you like an eldritch spear. And Dagger, the other sword, it goes up into the courtyard and comes around the hallway, like sort of intercepting you here through the crystalline barred window. It doesn't get any further than that. It seems to like just know where you are and it's following you.
The hell? How do we destroy these things?
Pavel. You can make an Arcana check using your reaction. You want to try to identify the spell.
I would like to do that.
Can I athletics this?
Oh, you're not really sure exactly what this is, Roland. It's on the like right on the tip of your tongue, but you just end up saying like it's a spiritual weapon or something.
It's close.
I'm going to grapple this.
Okay. It keeps on just sort of kicking its legs around the homunculus to make an athletics check.
Damn.
And it just sort of boots you out of the way, Pavel. As you sort of try to grab onto its foot, it just keeps on jerking its foot back and forward.
Bardic inspiration, if I can.
Okay.
Can-
Yeah, you can.
It's a D10.
Not
God damn
inspired
it.
enough.
I'll try it one more time.
Alright, it's the leg flapping technique has been working well, so it's just gonna keep that up.
Oh my
Oh my god! Come on!
That's
And
dumb.
it's just in a fit of laughter, it's just and just sort of it just sort of boots you in the face, Pavel.
I'll end my turn here because I gotta grab it again.
Wisdom save for the homunculus. It's just finding Roland's joke hilarious. Roland.
Alright, I am going to... What am I gonna do? I'm wary about casting more spells here, and I'm running low on those anyway.
I casted fly, it's fine. Out here, not in the courtyard.
Think. Can I use my action to try and determine the nature of the spell again?
You could use your reaction to do it now.
Okay.
Because you get it back.
Okay, I'll try that again.
Yeah,
Nope.
you're stumped. Seems quite
And I
relentless.
I don't want to do any damage to the homunculus. To bring it out of Tasha's. See, I'm just going to... Since it's incapacitated, I can move through it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it won't be able to stop you.
15, 20, 25, 30, 30. I'm going to use my action to dash. 30, 35. 35. 15 feet. Yeah, I'm going to start like running towards the front door to open it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God.
And I'll use my interact with objects to close this door,
Okay.
just in case. And that's my turn.
Dagger, as you're moving through the second floor, the spiritual sword just comes up into the hallway. And yeah, it's 20 feet away from you and about 30 feet away from Nox. Are you there, Dagger?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, had to step away for a second. Thought I'd get back. I'm just gonna go straight through it. Doesn't seem to get attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, you can also move straight through it when you actually, like, despite from when you've seen, like, hit something and it's very, like, you know, forceful, moving through it, it's like it's not even there. You just, like, pass straight on through it. Like a blue light, pretty much. And it turns its attention towards you as you run by it to face you.
20, 30.
As you move away, Dagger, it turns its attention back towards Nox a little bit, sort of sideways.
Shit.
It's on the fence.
Come after me, you bastard. 10. I'm trying to remember where the lever was. The lever room in here?
Yep, that's it.
That's my movement there. Here. Then turn.
You're not gonna
I'm gonna
hit
try something.
any. You can like do an interactive object, like hit a button or pull a lever.
I wanna pull the one that says courtyard.
Okay. You pull the leftmost lever, and it let me just see which position it's situated in. Oh yeah, I already know. Leftmost actually. Leftmost one's in the up position, so you pull it down, and pulling it down, it actually opens all the doors in the courtyard.
Oh.
Like unlocks.
I
them all.
tried. No, well.
Opens them
Roland
up.
says, "What the
It
hell?"
was a good thought.
Otto, this is not a time for pranks.
You actually
Damn
get a
it, Otto, I
response to
swear to
that,
God.
Roland. You hear Otto from this direction. Oh, what? It wasn't me, I swear! And Otto seems to be down here, like, near the entrance with you guys. Just randomly.
Shut up, Otto!
Scab.
Alright, I'm going to try and dispel magic on the spectral sword at 4th level, since that's the spell slots I'm working with.
Alright, you definitely latch onto some arcane weave here, Scamp. However, it's quite powerful, and you're not feeling the best. You need to make a wisdom check at disadvantage.
Oh, it's a check.
Oh.
It's higher than 4th.
No.
And yeah, you just like sort of collapse a little bit. It's just like you overexert yourself, and the spell's too powerful.
Well, that didn't work. Just gonna move through it. That's 20, 10, 25. I'm gonna go over here. I think that should be good. Dispel magic didn't work, guys. It's too powerful.
Alright, the sword will turn to Pavel and attack him. And it hits hard. 19 force damage. Very accurate as well. So thrusts forward and slams into you. And the other sword ends its turn as well. Pavel.
Yes, success. Okay, I'm gonna grab this thing again.
Alright, surely you're going to grab a hold of it sooner or later. So, it's a...
Oh yeah, it can't beat that.
yeah, you grab
It'll
it
beat that.
straight away. Now you just like grab onto that foot that's thumping around and just squeeze it.
Alright, I'm gonna go over it so I can pull it, like pulling towards the door instead of pushing it towards the door, so.
Alright, it will cost you 30 feet of movement to get over the other side of it. And then you can move it another 3 squares. No.
Really?
If you yes, I know. That's it.
I already
You
used
only
my
have-
action
yeah,
to
you
grab.
did. So yeah, 3 squares, that's all you'll get it. You got 60 feet, so
Goddamn.
30, and then 3 more squares, another 30. And it's just like,
That'll be it.
Flying.
it's just in hysterics, and you're just like dragging it by the leg along the floor, like trying to kick this thing out. Are you moving again?
I can still move?
Yeah, you got a flash speed.
60 feet with fly. You only move
Oh,
30
sweet. So I
feet.
can move another 3.
Yep. Move another 3. Yeah. Alright.
Sweet.
Homunculus makes a wisdom save. And it's still laughing.
Nice.
Rolling.
That's good news. Okay, 30 feet.
You can hear Otto down this hallway. Oh, do you have it? The door's open! Boot it out!
Alright. I'll use my action to dash so I'm out of the way. Then I'll use my bonus action to power chord for Pavel. And for Scamp. I don't know if she lost any temp.
I did. I can't see you currently, though. I don't think.
Oh, I can see like part of your token. So.
He can see you, but you can't see him. Nothing
Well, I mean,
creepy.
if that's the case.
Yeah, you can move,
I mean,
Scamp.
that's the-
You get...
He's watching you.
You'll be able to get her. And the Otto claps his hands. Ah, you overgrown squirrel! Take that! We've got you now!
Shut up, Otto!
Oh man. Yeah. That's...
What would you like to press now? You can press one. You can actually press 2 buttons per turn if you use your action.
I can press and then move, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where anybody else is, so I'll just press the music button again.
Just close your eyes and
start
press a
back to-
random button.
No, I'm gonna press
Alright.
the music button.
During all of this chaos, suddenly like this sugar plum fairy just starts playing. It's like a dark mix of it.
20. Okay, back to my original plan. 30.
This man has 2 different sugar plum dances loaded in his music box. What is wrong with him?
And 30. Okay.
Scamp.
I'm heading upstairs.
Otto becomes visible and starts dancing. It's like in a pirouette when he appears, and it's like dancing around. La 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 la.
I'll use some of my fate energy dice to heal Roland as a bonus action.
Thank you, Scamp. Much appreciated.
That is a really shitty roll. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
You'll heal 7 plus 4 temporary hit points. And then I'll just use my action to dodge, because I assume that sword's going to be coming after me here in a second.
I like this version.
Alright, this sword doesn't quite get to you, Scamp. It only gets up 20 feet towards you on this round. Doesn't move anywhere near as quick as you guys. And the other sword just starts attacking something.
Oh
and
no!
The dagger, you just hear like some sounds of some like smashing sort of sound around the corner to your left. Oh, and because they're unconscious, it's an automatic crit.
Oh no.
Pavel.
Okay, I'm gonna dash for this turn, so I'm gonna move 60 feet.
As you bring the homunculus closer to Otto, Otto's gonna like cast Mage Hand and just sort of give it a wet willy. With a Mage Hand.
Almost there!
Alright, yeah, you're sort of dragging it. It's just, you're pretty much at the door, Pavel. You look outside and you just see darkness. The door's open. The homunculus makes a wisdom save. And suddenly, it grunts as it breaks the spell at the end of its turn. Rolling. It starts scratching along the ground desperately, like trying to like get out of your grip to like not get thrown out.
I'll look to Otto and I'll ask, are you the one that put our friends to sleep?
Do you like it?
Go wake them up right now.
Oh! Oh, I can't! They'll be out for a while.
I'll yell to Pavel, boot that damn thing out of here, and I will bonus action power chord.
Ooh.
Do you power chord Otto as well?
No. He doesn't deserve it.
I'm
you do have a
definitely
problem,
getting this thing
Pavel.
out
This
of here.
thing flies. If you drop it, it's just gonna start flying.
Son of a bitch.
But you do you. All right, you drag it out. That costs you 20 feet. You can still move it another. Oh, you're sort of on the edge of the dynamic lighting. I'll move. Let me see if I can cut this dynamic lighting off. I'll just move you like sort of outside. It's not going to really look like much. Literally, when you step outside, it's just pitch black everywhere. You've moved too much now there, Pavel. That's where you go.
Let's see, what is the range on that? Oh, okay. Well, the range with the range like that, I think before I would have did the Mantle of Inspiration, then I would have cast another Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but I would have used a second level spell slot.
Hell yeah.
And it's just chuckling again.
It can't fly like that. Toss it out.
And on your next turn, Pavel, you can release it.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Dagger, you hear like this, like, ooh, wow, wow, oh, fucking shit, oh.
I unfortunately can't do anything other than be a target.
Well, this is where this is where this is sacrifice in relationship. I think
Dagger cares for Nox, but she doesn't. She's not there yet.
Oh,
Does Nox know that?
Dagger just took out a health insurance plan, a life insurance plan.
If there if there was something she could do, she would. But other than be a target, she can't. She can't even move him out of the way. She has like an 8 strength. There's nothing she could do. Hopefully he's awake now. Okay. 30.
Wow. Okay. All right.
There is nothing I can do that I can think of. I can't hit the swords. I can't do anything. I feel bad about it.
Okay. All right. You head upstairs again, and
Actually, wait. Before I do that, because he's just over there. What I am going to do. Crap. Can I come over here? So there's stairs up. These are stairs up, right?
they go back down. They're the ones you came up from originally.
I can just see the sword. Okay. I will take a shot at the sword. I can just barely see it.
All right. Yeah, the bolt. It's a direct hit, but it goes straight through it.
Okay, I will stay right here.
It still seems just sort of focused on Nox, who's just getting repeatedly hit by it, but he's still unconscious.
Get your ass over here. Okay, I'm done. I realized I could get around over on this side. I was like, there's no way to get over there.
It wrapped around. Right, scam.
Can I hear what's going on? Can I tell her that Dagger likely went upstairs?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, you can hear. We've got good passive perception. Of the courtyard's open, so yeah.
In that case, I'm going to wild shape into a giant bat again.
Okay. You want to fly up into the courtyard? keep in mind
Yep,
the
I will.
bars are only like 6 inches wide, so you're not going to fit through the actual bars of the window.
Oh, there's bars in the courtyard?
In the window there is, like leading up to the upper levels. Or you could fly up the stairs.
In that case, I'll go for the stairs.
Or you could go like turn to something smaller and get through.
I could do that. I can turn into a flying snake.
Okay.
That still has the 60 feet fly.
Yeah, that'll slip straight through. Alright, where is Flying Snake?
It's in my wild shape.
Oh yeah, I see it there. I was looking straight at it. I'll count your movement just to save the trouble. So 5, 10, 15, 35. So with 40 feet Scamp, let me just move you over there. You'll pretty much be like on the same hall that you're in now, but like up on a floor upwards. Can you see?
I can see, yes.
All right. So there you go. You've used 40 feet, so you got 20 left.
Alright, I'm gonna go there.
All right. You do get the attention of the sword when you move up. And
I can't do anything because that was my action, so I'm just gonna like flutter there, looking as menacing as a tiny ass snake.
okay, it just keeps on. It looks like it's about to whack Nox again, but it turns its attention towards you, and it immediately knocks you out of your wild shape.
Yep.
It hits quite hard. Extra damage goes over to Scamp, and I'll
11.
just get you on the map there. And that's all it does. It just attacks and ends its turn. The other sword is going to go up through the courtyard and start to arrive sort of over here, Scamp, through this window. It doesn't quite get through there. About there. Meanwhile, Sugar Plum Fairy's just still playing during all this. Halfway.
As I look down, I look at the homunculus. I look at it and I say, "Goodbye, you ugly son of a bitch." And I drop.
All right. You drop the laughing homunculus, and something happens when you drop it. So, from your perspective, it seems to like it dropped like for ages. It's like just dropping for like it's only like 100 and something feet down to the ground, but it seems to sort of pretty much the distance it falls. Like the relative distance is actually 12 times what it would fall. So instead of falling like 100 feet, it falls like 640 feet.
Oh my god!
It grows to 1/12 of its size before, for the final 40 feet before impact. So it hits terminal velocity. And
Oh my god!
you just see it like sort of very, sort of getting tinier and tinier and tinier away from you, Pavel. And then it grows, expands into this. It's very, very large, and it sort of shrinks down quite rapidly, and then it pretty much just disappears from view. And whew, that doesn't kill it.
Oh no.
Not that you know that, because you can't see it. And what's your DC, Roland? 17?
It's 17, I
Okay.
believe. Let me double check.
It's still chuckling away. But Otto, he comes screaming after it. I was actually going to roll him into initiative. He goes like flying after it to make sure that the deed is done. And he gets like halfway down the spindle, shrinking into this tiny little miniature dragon as he goes. Into like
Thank God.
like the size of a dragonfly.
8
Um,
of those D6s were ones. What the hell?
Yeah, that was some BS.
Yeah, he just got extremely lucky.
Terminal velocity, man. Terminal
Right.
goddamn velocity.
Well, you still got your whole turn as well, Pavel, because that didn't cost you anything. So you just sort of
I
hear a
know.
thump, and then if you want to confirm that it's dead, you could fly after it.
If I saw Otto go, then no. I know what's happening to my friends, and I wanted to get the hell out of here, so I'm just gonna Superman in, flying in.
Okay. Like flying back through the main entrance.
I'm gonna dash.
Alright, you're heading up to the second floor. You want to go this way.
Which way?
This way, north.
Okay, cool. And that was my turn.
Homunculus is still under the spell, Roland. You can feel the spell has not broken yet. But you know it's still alive.
Oh. Okay, well I saw Otto go after it, so let's just hope.
Also, Roland, you're not sure if Otto's going to be like strong enough to actually do any damage to it. His fairy dragons are like the size of a dragonfly, so keep that in mind. Like, I mean, he had a bit of a mean bite on him when he was large, but
In that case, well, I mean, if it hits terminal velocity, I don't really think my fireball is going to reach down to the bottom.
well, it's just because it's a matter of perspective, because it's like
Oh, okay.
shrinking as it falls, so the relative distance is increased, but it's still only 120 feet. It's just because you guys shrink down into miniature size. The actual homunculus and the fairy dragon, they don't actually change size at all. They're just miniature enough that they look giant inside the castle. They're not affected by the spell.
I'll have to dash to get up to the doorway.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So that's really all I can do this turn. So hopefully it stays under.
Alright, yeah. You don't need Otto to tell you either that it's still alive, because you've got the spell still up. It would have broken if it was dead.
I'll yell to Otto. I'm going to fireball it. Watch out.
Oh, some fireworks! Excellent! I see it! It's still alive! Finish it! Finish him! Dagger. You're up.
There's not a darn thing I can do. I'll just shoot at the sword.
Alright, it doesn't do anything.
I know. Scamp, just get Nox and go.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pick up Nox.
He can just grapple him. Maybe a half movement speed.
Do I have to make an athletics check?
No. But yeah, you just like sort of grab him and then it reduces your movement speed by half.
So I use 10 to get there. It takes my action to grab him, though, right?
Yeah.
So then that'll be 20, and I'll pull him down here. Do I have enough movement to actually put him here?
No.
I'll pull him down one more for now. And then as a bonus action, can I use that to teleport Nox just like up the stairs?
Sure.
As far as I can, it's 30 feet up the stairs.
Oh yeah, he just sort of turns into this sylvan wind or this fey wind and appears at the landing at the top of the stairs.
Shoulda maybe thought to do that before.
He's just sort of snoring.
I dragged him, but you know.
Baguette. Baguette.
I'm a yell to Dagger. Get Pavel and Roland. We need to get Brew too.
I can't get Brew.
Get Pavel and Roland. Go find them while I drag Nox away.
Alright, the spectral swords. They both come in at you, Scamp, attacking you at the same time.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
One of them hits you for 16 force damage. And the other hits you for 17 force damage.
Jesus.
Ouch.
Avil.
I'm gonna dash this round.
I'll count up your movement for you to make it a bit easier for you. To get to the top of the landing, it costs you 80 feet. And I'll move you onto the upstairs map. So that's 80 there where you are.
Thank you.
Oh, well, there, if you can find yourself. And you've got 40 left.
Can you ping me to my location? I can't see. There you go. Saw something.
Looking over around the corner here, you see Scamp being attacked by both swords.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm 8.
So you got 40 feet left.
Can I see how bad like Scamp is in terms of health?
Yeah, she's.
Or not health, but how
she's
bad
all beat
injured
up.
she look.
Yeah, she's badly injured. Well, actually, I don't think you can see her from
Cool.
there, so may want to move up a bit closer.
Yeah. I gotta grab her. On my turn here, because I can't do much.
Alright, the homunculus gets another wisdom save.
Whoa!
The spell is still going rolling.
Alright. I will point the wand down. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yeah!
It's a
And
good fireball, too.
yeah, you just see it just looks like the largest explosion you've ever seen, Roland. It really appeared like it's a 20-foot radius. It's more like a 240-foot radius. So
Wow. Looks like a nuclear bomb went
yeah,
off.
pretty much. Just from this tiny little
Oh my
wand in your
God.
hand. And it just yeah. No life forms are detected anymore.
I now
Otto-
drop the spell.
Otto just claps. That was brilliant!
Now come up here and help us before I do that to you too. And then I start running back.
Alright, with the death of the homunculus, we're gonna wrap it up here for tonight. These swords both vanish, and Brew and
thank
Nox
God.
open their eyes.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, so we just had to kill the homunculus the whole time. Okay.
And you guys get 350 experience for killing the homunculus and a bit extra as well. And more importantly, get Otto's eternal friendship.
I have a feeling I'm about to ruin that. Because do you know what I'm trying to do?
You're probably trying to burn all the stuff down.
Exactly.
Alrighty,
I have a
guys.
Molotov cocktail in one hand and a tinderbox in another.
It sounds like a lot of stuff that he has, so you might need a bit more than that. Alright, guys. Happy New Year, everyone.
I'm going for
Happy
it.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
to you
New
too.
Year. And yeah, best
I
wishes.
can make a few Molotov
2020 for everyone.
cocktails.
Yeah. The crits.